And, whoa! That was, I love how Sakurai made that spike sound so satisfying. But let's see. He's going to need a little bit more than that. He's going to be able to take the second game and tie up the set.
Falco can wrap up some damage here with these low percent grab combos. And again, looking for a spike to end it all. That was an opportunity for IFH to maybe counter edge guard that he just didn't take. Let's see if it ends up biting him in the butt here.
Yeah, I did like that down tilt usage right there from Remo. He needs to watch out. Okay, we saw the first two hits of the back air. Got a little spooked. You see that early double jump? Okay, let's see. Remo manages to get back on stage, getting a little bit hungry. Oh my, there's lag. A lot of lag on that fair. You have to watch out.
These up smashes are just the perfect punish coming out from IFH, but not quite enough to take out Remo here. The third time's the charm, though. And that is the 2-0 victory for IFIH.
Yes, beautiful job by IFIH. Capitalizing on Remo getting a little bit too airborne, you know. Time and time again, we've seen him just jump into the skies with these full jump approaches, and it usually happens when you're in a situation where, you know, you feel like there's a lot of pressure for you to perform, for you to get that W. You're a little flustered because you know you're playing from behind. So you start seeing more full jumps from players because they want to avoid grounded options and then see if they can, like, lay on their pressure as they avoid the options that their opponent is probably going to put out that will get rid of their stock. You know, it's all nerves right there. And beautiful job by IFIH just sitting there. He's like, all right, I notice you're going for these full jump approaches. You're not quite Fox, where when you go for a full jump and you can immediately come back down on top of me with like a fast option that's going to be pretty tough to react to. Falco right there, there's a little bit of a float when he goes for that full jump, so it's pretty easy for him to react. And he got those up smashes time and time again. And I have to say, it was a pretty exciting match to see those two characters, especially, you know, Mega Man and Falco. I wouldn't say Falco's as much as a zoner, but, you know, when you look at Mega Man, he can be a zoner, but it's like a mid-range zoner, you're right. He's not like exactly staying full screen, but he does make it hard for you to interact.
Yeah, that matchup is a classic rushdown versus keep away, and you can even see just natural FGC terminology applied.
Frostbite という海外大会の
someone who's controlling horizontal range like a Shoto, right? You want to use your Hadouken. In the case of Mega Man, it's the Metal Blade. In the case of it, it's also the Lemons. You just control horizontal space, force a jump in, and then clean it up with an up smash.
That's another reason why he was probably going for a lot of these full jumps too, knowing that he probably was tired dealing with the great horizontal the options that he had on the grounded horizontal options, right? So anyway, we're going to be moving on to another match right here, guys. Again, we're here at Frostbite 2019, second match of the day. We're here live from Detroit, Michigan. It's a little frigid outside, hence the name, Frostbite. In any event, shout out to all the sponsors we have as well here below. Nintendo coming through, Zowie, Steel Series, Eagle Island from the guys at Screenwave Media, and Andromeda Consultants, you know. And the list just goes on here. Again, use the hashtag #ComeToFrostbite, guys, to join the conversation and to see, like, you know, what people are talking about with regard to this event. This event features a lot of great players from around the world. I think what sets Frostbite apart from a lot of the other events, Sturm, is the Japanese talent that they have, that they attract, rather.
Oh, yeah. There's so many fantastic Japanese players here. We've seen, if you watched doubles last night, you saw the T and Leia team make it all the way up to third place. Those guys were insane. Pac-Man Greninja, not exactly the team you'd expect to just clean up, because like we've seen tons of Wario,
マイスター G とは全く関係のないガクトっていうね、使いが出てるらしいですね。
almost the entire competition
関係性は特にないんですけれども。
Tweak and Mars that eventually won the tournament with a big reset over eSIM and MVD.
ガクトっていう使いが出てるらしいです。
Right now we have players checking over the rules.
I'm
so happy that Frostbite decided to trim the fat a little bit, you know. They were like, all right, we had 11 stages at Genesis 6, and of course, you know, quoted from Bear, it was all in the name of this testing, right? Making sure that we're not showing that there's a complete dictatorship when it comes to the rule set and the decisions that are being made with regard to the community. Instead, we are open to testing things and seeing how things work out.
Overall, I'm pretty happy with the rule set we landed on for Frostbite.
I'm
still of the opinion that I like the starter, but some people disagree with me, and that's respectable. You have your points, I have mine.
Exactly.
Definitely worth testing it as a counterpick, too.
Yes. I'm right there. Here we go, guys. Game one. We have Rada versus Abe. Starting it off here, we have Game & Watch. Who, you know, Game & Watch, of course, a little bit different from the character that we have seen in Smash 4. And on the other side, Abe, rocking out with the Inkling, a character who many have been regarding as a top tier. And honestly, I know there was one time where I was just like, all right, I know the character's top tier, but I wasn't quite sure if they should give it top 5 status. The more time I see the character get played, I'm starting to agree that it does have the potential. It's just that since this is a new character that is being shown to the masses, of course it takes a while to optimize with it. But theoretically speaking, has the
there's
already been some great Inkling stuff like Cosmos making top 8s at tons of great events. We're going to see him at Summit a little bit later on in early March. But Game & Watch is a character who has like a really strange new kit. They changed his moves in a lot of awkward ways, but in maybe effective ones, because the bucket got buffed a ton. You can see it's a reflector now on anything that it doesn't actually absorb. And you have a lot of changes to moves like the forward air. It's now a bomb. Used to apply some shield pressure in certain situations, but it's not as universally good as his old and the new up air is also just a fantastic juggle tool. So I've gotten to commentate actually quite a bit at Game 1 because Meister was in Chicago for a little while.
Nice.
So we've seen him just kind of tear it up, and so far, Rada coming out hot in this Game 1.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of just great forward tilt KOs from Rada every time at the edge, setting up very well. Abe, you know, he's gonna have to put things together here. It gets a little bit difficult as time progresses with people getting used to the Inkling. In the beginning, we saw a lot of people crying because of the fact that the roller is a hard tool for them to deal with the recent changes to the roller's hitbox, and the fact that more people are just used to the fact that you have to look at that. He's even parrying. I can't believe it. The fact that,
that's insane.
I'm
know the perfect timing to punish that roller. It's a really punishable move, and look at this 3-stock finished up by Rada, going with a big edge guard with the turtle.
I'm so impressed with what we just saw from Rada here. The man, first off, it's super early, and he's out here parrying roller attempts. You know, a lot of the people have been having a tough time dealing with that move, but I think the fact that first off, players are understanding that you can block it and punish it. You can even jump in the air and avoid the grounded hitbox, you know, to actually get a solid punish on the opponent. Overall, I'm extremely happy to see that people are learning, and they're not buying into this fear-mongering culture where people, if they see something it may be tough to deal with, they immediately want to call for nerfs and or even like just like try to make people not feel like their wins are legitimate, you know.
Pour one out for K. Rool, man.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
I mean, I still think overall, even though he might have gotten the nerf to his neutral B, he's still a pretty decent character. We'll see what happens as time progresses. I didn't even think he was all that good to begin with. You know, he was like probably a mid. But
he's fine.
Yeah, he's fine, right? He's not the worst.
Okay, so this paint makes Game & Watch look 3D. It shows like the 3D rendering on Game & Watch, because he was always rendered in 3D, but like the style of his cell shading made him look just like a 2D representation in these 3D stages. But that's just so jarring to me that like the paint sticks out in a textured way that just shouldn't exist on this character. But you know what? I'm just rambling. These guys are off to a hot start, blow for blow so far in Game 2.
Oh, indeed. You know, Rada, again, with the 3-stock victory in the first game. Abe finally getting some opportunities to potentially get an up throw up air. We haven't seen too many grabs connect. The only time I remembered like a grab connected was where Abe was able to get a grab on his final stock. And again, wow, and he's telling the Inklings, see how it feels to get grounded here. Getting that down smash and confirming immediately into a forward smash. That's usually something I would say in commentary about Inklings. That's really interesting stuff.
That down smash from Game & Watch is an incredibly strong tool, because you see it would cover the roll up onto the stage with a grounding move as well. Even if you don't get the sweet spot, it sends like that weird semi-spike knockback down to the bottom left or bottom right blast zone, where it gets hard to recover for even some of the toughest recoveries in the game. So that move has gotten a serious glow up in this game.
Oh, indeed. Glow up indeed. Here it is now. Abe trying to make it difficult for Game & Watch to land, but if you notice right here, Rada just threatening with that down air. You kind of have to respect it. And even the auto-cancel window got widened too for that move. So that's why you saw... Oh, wait, again? Rada is so clean. I have to say it, man. A potential 3-stock again on the board. You don't want to have a double 3-stock happen to you. It's a tough situation, but at least since this is on stream, he'll get an opportunity to learn from his mistakes.
That's the thing about Game & Watch. Okay, we're going to get on the board here. Abe gets the stock with the forward air from center stage. Game & Watch is still incredibly light. He's going to fall victim to those sorts of things from time to time. But he's just such a weird character. If you haven't really fought one in Smash 4 or Smash Ultimate yet, it just takes time to figure out what the heck this character does. Because you see, he can juggle from like so far away. He can spike you with the key off stage if he finds like the perfect positioning for it. And he can still recover back.
Wow, and look at how just forcing Abe to recover on stage because of that down air, making it difficult. Rada is so immaculate. Beautiful plays, covering numerous options, making it very difficult for Abe right there in the first game. And now he's going to move on to the winner's side. Man, oh man.
That's clean.
That was, I don't really get to see too many Game & Watches every day. I know you said you had the pleasure of seeing Meister. In comparison to Meister's Game & Watch, what would you say you really like about Rada's Game & Watch?
Well, pleasure is an interesting word because Meister visited Chicago for 2 weeks.
Yes.
Didn't lose a tournament. He just beat up everybody. And so I was like, I love you, but you're beating up my friends. So he was doing very similar edge guard plays, right? We saw the turtles off stage, but he wasn't really going too much for the keys.
Okay.
If you can jump off, you can key, and then you have to jump to a certain height, but then you can still make it back.
Okay.
And you can, it's sort of like Sonic down air when you would go for those spike opportunities and still make it back in Smash. But that can be incredibly violent versus characters with linear recoveries. Inkling's kind of a tricky character to hit with those recoveries down low, but you can still do it. And didn't really see too much judgment. That's the other thing I would like to see.
Okay.
Going for the down throw 9 just because you can.
True. I feel you on that one. I guess Rada might be a little bit more reserved in comparison to Meister in that regard. Because, understanding that the Inklings do have such amazing recovery, maybe he didn't want to risk going too deep off stage and potentially getting sprayed, even though he can definitely go off and threaten with the key from above the Inkling as they're trying to recover. But I think he was way more focused on just ledge trapping, and it worked out well for him, you know. The only time you'd see him really go for an offstage edge guard is when he finally felt like he forced his opponent to recover in such a manner where it would be a viable option to go for like a deep offstage back air. It's like, all right, I already forced you to stop trying to recover directly towards the edge. You're now going for an up B recovery from a great distance away from the stage, which makes it really easy to understand what path you're going to take to come back. So he was able to get those easy interceptions time and time again. Man, that was really
that
scary.
Turtle is a sword.
Yeah,
it's a sword turtle.
It's scary, bro.
He's just got a really sharp beak. And just hits. I can't believe I got hit by Game & Watch's sword.
It basically feels like one. Yeah, man. I mean, it's such a great tool. I love the range that it has. Good on Sakurai for not removing that. I know there were some players that probably weren't quite the happiest with the changes to the forward air, right? But I've seen a lot of players that really love Game & Watch make it work. Like, end of day, you know, that's the tool that he's going to have for this game, and we're going to deal with it. Might as well make the best of it, and they are.
You can do some silly stuff with the forward air. It's not necessarily, like, true, but you can put on, like, good shield pressure and scare people into doing an option out of shield from the bomb from a certain height, and then you land and you kind of just follow their roll, or you follow their panic option afterwards, and you can use it to condition people into certain situations.
Exactly, which we have been seeing. Now, guys, again, we just had 2 matches transpire today. Before, we had Smash United's own Remo versus IFIH, with IFIH winning with Mega Man. It was a Mega Man versus Falco battle, and then just now we had Rada versus Abe, which was a bit of a quicker battle, as it looked like Rada was just very comfortable with the Inkling matchup. You know, I think it was really interesting just seeing how early Smash Ultimate, even till now, is where if you want to pick a character, people are sometimes afraid to play that character because they think the character is going to get nerfed. But there might be times where characters may get a boost in popularity because people hear that the characters are really good. And when that happens, that allows people who are character specialists to have an easier time playing those characters that are off-played, right? And a perfect example is like Rada versus Abe. Abe probably didn't really have the experience playing such a strong Game & Watch representative.
Game & Watch is crazy, but that to your point,
yes.
If you went on quick play after Genesis 6, it's just like Wolf. They're just everywhere.
Really?
Everybody knows when someone wins a or someone does really well at a tournament, impresses like Zachary did. You're just gonna see that character all over the place. And Wolf is definitely rocketing up those charts due to his performances. And you will see Zachary a little bit later today. I don't think he's in this pools wave, but he'll definitely be around, and stick around for that. And I think we will actually have another Wolf on the stream momentarily, because that is Mikkel on the far side, just as Fox McCloud's dad.
Ah, James McCloud with the hair. Those long locks right there.
And the aviators.
I see him right there. Yep. Dad, is that you?
The leather gloves. All right. He's all in. You know what? Don't go halfway on your look. Go 100%.
I agree. James McCloud, man, what a legend. It would be so cool if Sakurai could give us skins as DLC. You know how much I would love to actually play as James McCloud. You know,
I never thought about that as a skin idea until just now. But
that would be so cool.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah, you'd have the shades. Fox is basically a spitting image of his father. Why not give us that skin, bro? Sakurai, if you hear us, or if anybody from Nintendo's watching, please, try to convince them.
So down with that.
I'm just saying it's a good idea. You'd probably make some ducats, make some coins. That's Nintendo's currency right there, right? you go in the eShop.
Nintendo ducats.
Yeah, the eShop coins, man. Oh, all right, here we go.
So I do believe Mikkel's going to be playing Wolf. He's been playing Wolf and Fox. He was a Wolf player in he was a Fox player in Smash 4. He's definitely on the Wolf bandwagon when I talked to him a couple of times this weekend. He saw it a little bit in doubles, actually, yesterday as well.
All right, looks like we're going to have to make sure to get our buttons first. Mikkel, representative of the Canada scene, if I'm not mistaken. I know he's helped out in the past with, like, events that Tio Joe has TO'd, for lack of a better word. Good friend of mine, of course, and I know, I believe Gommel was already announced, so a lot of people make sure to come out to that, show some,
That event looks so cool, and I've never been, and I want to go, but my friend's getting married that weekend.
What? You are missing out, bro. Tio Joe puts on a show. That's my boy.
I was definitely, like, ready to buy my plane ticket, and my friend was like, hey, what are you doing this weekend? I was like, going to your wedding now. Which, shout-outs to my buddy Derek. I'm super happy for him and his fiancée Danny that they're getting married, but I am sad to be missing Kid on my out level this year. So I was correct in my prediction, though. It is going to be Wolf here on the part of Mikkel. Steam will be rocking the Solid Snake here in Pokemon Stadium.
Yeah, I like the color right now, showing that he can definitely low-profile the lasers. He doesn't want to get in close quarters against Wolf. He knows all the great conversions that he can get, especially if he gets a fair off of the fair on him. Usually closer to like mid-ish percents, like around 40. Things like that. I like the way he's keeping Mikkel out though. Mikkel is going to have to find his way, and he definitely can make up for all this lost damage. This is another potential follow-up from that one fair. But here is another opportunity with the up throw. Beautiful job.
Oh, that C4 from disadvantage being really sneaky and getting a big blow in onto Mikkel. These explosions are just so disruptive right now to Wolf's attempts to get in.
Exactly.
It's sort of another take on that Mega Man versus Falco.
Yeah, I agree. The zoner versus the rushdown character. And you know, Wolf, he has a really impressive laser. But at the same time, wait, we got one Nikita on the board. Beautiful job, just aiming for the edge. And wow, wait, was that a prediction? Okay, good job by Mikkel. Apparently the active hitbox of the Fire Wolf, even though there's no fire when he does that move, actually was able to collide with the Nikita. But there's the F-tilt to take the first stock for Steam in this match.
That looked like a brawl F-tilt to me. I don't care what anyone says.
It did.
That move's nerfed or whatever. I don't believe you. That thing still kills. That thing is still very violent.
Oh, it really is, man. You gotta watch out. Here it is now having a tough time landing is Steam, which is, you know, usually par for the course when you're a Snake player, right?
Oh, but again, another C4. It's so hard to keep track of where those are landing. You gotta put on your glasses, you gotta squint right up to the screen when you see that move come out.
It's so true. Even though a lot of people talk about, great job by Mikkel taking that up there, by the way. Even though it can be tough to land with Snake, he does have a lot of projectiles. He can release the Nikita very early, drop a C4, has a grenade, can lob it up in the air. Oh man, look at this lead though that we're seeing from Steam. So many projectiles on the field. He's playing this matchup the best way that he can, understanding that, you know, Snake, with all the great tools that he has to keep opponents out, why not use them? Cooking these grenades as well, trying to mix up the times that he will actually throw the grenade, and an interception again. Mikkel wants to... Oh, he wanted to play, but he quite can't.
That Nikita's so fast, I can't believe he was able to cover the air dash back onto the stage by just doing a complete U-turn.
わざわざ海外のプレイヤーを見るってことは、まあ、何かしら参考にするため。
That's a very good point right there, Sturm. You saw Mikkel actually tap his tempo when he realized that he went for that. He was like, man, I should have totally remembered that C4 was there. Here it is again, catching Mikkel unawares, shaking his head, not quite happy with his performance here in the first game. Steve looks like he's taking it away. We'll see though, because Wolf again has a lot of great tools that can KO quite early, but Snake, he's a little bit heavy, so you're going to have to put in a little bit more work to close out these stops.
Too much
forward, because, you know, it's Wolf.
Yeah, just a smidgen.
His moves hit so hard, but he's just going to have to get into that position to set up for something like a down smash, an F smash, or a back air. And he's had trouble winning those engagements enough, as we've seen really just the Snake running around in the center stage expertly.
Oh, wow, and great coverage right there by Steam. Taking the first game, dude, time and time again. Mikkel's just been trying to find a way to play. And I have to say, man, we did notice right there from Mikkel, he did opt to use the Shine at one point to help him, you know, just like coming back on stage. It can be a little bit tough, because if you're deep off stage with Wolf, you're not going to want to spend your resources or force yourself to recover lower when you know that Iron Fire Wolf doesn't have great distance, and you kind of have to be at a certain vertical height to be able to actually reach with the Flash Wolf as well. In any event, I have to say, I do like the coverage that we did see from Steam. You did mention the Nikita. When you use the Nikita off stage against your opponent, a lot of times going for that U-turn is such a smart play, because more often than not, people will go for directional air dodges to get back on stage and try to punish you for using the Nikita to follow their recovery. But you know, when you go for that air dodge in, the U-turn already covers the air dodge option so well. So sometimes you have to be a little bit more careful. Here it is, a switch up. Now, wait a second. Are you familiar with Steve by any chance, sir? Same.
His Twitch account is Steam Mario, which he's pretty familiar with this character, but the switch off after you win in such a dominating fashion is always just an interesting move. I would like hearing about people's thought processes on counter picks. Some people have they say, I'm going to play this character on this stage no matter what. So if you pick Callus, I'm playing Lucario, but whoa!
Wow, yeah, that down smash right there, a move that I remember Samsora jokingly said is DLC. Taking that first stock here, you have to be careful, man. I have to say, man, a big stage like this, I don't think would be it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to actually go with Snake here, as you'll have more breathing room, but maybe Steve Cario, I'm messing up. Steve probably has something up his sleeve when it comes to this stage. We'll see what happens. It might be a comfort pick.
Lucario, so he lost all in aura when he lost that stock super early. He still has a little bit of it in the tank from being behind a stock, and this character is not as flightless without aura anymore. You see a forward throw just going to kill Wolf clean from the opposite side of the stage.
Yeah, just catching the DI right there. Bit of a mistake from Mikkel. But Steam, I love the mix-ups that we're seeing from him. Lucario's hit lag was changed onto Aura Sphere, making it very difficult, nearly impossible for the character to even get the follow-ups now off of the Aura Sphere charge, you know?
Yeah, like the Aura Sphere shield cancel is it's a shadow of its former self.
Yeah. To describe it. You know, looking back in previous Smash games, there were so many cool tricks the Lucario mains were able to actually do using that. And now it's a totally different ballgame going into 2.0. Well, we're now actually at 2.1. Moving forward.
That's covering this whole platform right now as Wolf is getting a couple of those big old lasers off the side, force you to go for the low recovery and then try another down smash 2-frame, but not happening this time. Dodging that forward smash, that move is just scary.
Honestly, I feel like Mikkel right now is playing way more comfortable. Going for that laser instead of a reflected air, putting he's in a good spot now. You remember you talked about him losing the stock first, sir, but he now has some aura to play with.
Yeah, and that helps the range of your moves so much. You see the just big glowing power coming out from Lucario right now. He's a big scary.
ちょっと慣れてきたなっていう頃にもう帰らなきゃいけない。
Yeah, they're both
they're both dog people. That's
yeah,
fine.
Exactly.
ようやく慣れてきた頃にはもう
for a walk on Callus Pokemon League, but dodging the F smash to the left side. Mikkel's trying to go for a cross up or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we see a lot of forward smashes. He's probably trying to see if he can apply some safer pressure but Steam is instead just punishing these whiff forward smashes with aura.
Alright, the back air, it looks so soft, and suddenly your character goes flying every single time.
Yep.
Wolf, pretty comfortable with that move. And that's going to clear up that aura once again.
I have to say again, the way that Steam has been just mitigating a lot of these grab attempts by Mikkel, right? There it is. He gets one opportunity, tries to see if he can get the grab there, but a little bit too far, and gets hit in return.
6年生の話でしょ。
Out of in disadvantage with that forward air. It's a bit faster than you'd expect from the
疲れすぎたも何も僕オフ対戦初めてでしたから今日は。違和感は当然ないわけないですから。マジでオンライン対戦しかしたことなかったんで。
Again, a scary spot for
だい
Mikkel.
ぶ違和感ありま
Yep,
したね
and。going with his dash attack, crossing up the opponent. Okay, I like what we're
ただ
seeing
見え
here, but the
はしま
back
す
air interception.
いろんなものは
He's
見え
still able to come
た。見え
back.
た上で
Nice.
や
He
りにくかった。
definitely held up right there. Couldn't quite get a grab.
SP で
All
強く
right,
て簡単なキャラある。
74% right there. There's the
まあ
back air.
楽
You
で
can
す
see
ね
that。great
本当
knockback,
にウルフ
putting
は
out the lasers, trying to
楽なキャラ
discourage
だと。
higher recovery.
Oh, that was so scary. The down smash just barely off the mark on the part of Mikkel, which would have cleaned up the stock, I think, from even across Kalos. And now this is the moment of champions early on in this bracket.
Yep, again, you see the forward smashes. I believe, yeah, he does have an aura sphere charge. He needs to watch out. There's the nair, though. So big, but he went for the shine, and I talked about that before. When you use when you try to use certain options off stage, that might make it harder for you to recover back. And because of that, we have Steve taking that set 2-0 over Mikkel. Good job right there, moving forward in the ultimate singles pools.
別にオンラインだから通
Steam is
る
the
やろう
long-haired
みたいなこ
champion
と
of this
やら
most
ないんで
recent match on the stream. He'll win it. And he looked really good. Both characters looked sharp. I think the Snake maybe looked a little bit sharper, but sometimes with Snake, you can win that match. I can understand why he'd swap, because you can win that match game one and then say, you know what? That camping worked great. Like, my grenade and C4 play worked great, but I think he's going to adapt to it and then switch to Lucario. And it was a tight match, of course, in game two, but he looked sharp and moved on.
Yeah, he definitely did, man. Again, really good battles that we're seeing from these guys. Now looking at, just looking back at that battle, I was a big fan of Steam zoning with that Snake. Like I don't know if he's a Lucario main, but I'll tell you right now, if he had doubts in his Snake's ability to be a main character, that performance definitely made me feel like, Snake is definitely the play. I really just enjoyed how patient he was with just like setting up these traps, making it difficult for Mikkel to get through the obstacle course of projectiles.
And we mentioned how Mikkel had trouble finding those C4s that were just falling gently from the top of the screen onto those platforms on Pokemon Stadium. But if to be completely honest, I got hit by all those C4s if I was playing, man. I am not too hot at the Snake matchup, so just keep them away from me in the bracket tonight. But Steam has the stuff with that character, like you were saying.
Yeah, exactly. But we have another battle coming up on the stage. And again, man, I'm really excited for Frostbite because, like, looking at a lot of the players that are here at this event, there's so much tough competition and that we usually know about, like the usual suspects. What has been really exciting is seeing how these first round pool matches are featuring a lot of players that are actually pretty darn good, A lot of times there'll be people that may decide to forego watching first round pool matches because of the fact that, they may feel as if the players may not necessarily be the strongest, but you have to watch out. It's a brand new game, and it is a clean slate for a lot of people. There's still some players who might be your favorite players that are still not quite confident in their ability to perform. Some of them are having a tough time finding mains.
技判定が強いわけではなく、
まあ
地上技は判定強いですね。
宇
宙技はなんか、まあこんなもんじゃないみたいな。
Because of that, again, that is one of the reasons why it's
まあ
safe
パワー
to
はあり
say
ます
that it
ね。
is a clean
パワー
slate,
パワーはあ
We're
る
into
と
what,
思
the
う。
third month of the game?
まあ中量級よりちょい上くらいのパワーですかね。
And February is almost on its way out, man. Black
やや
History
上
Month
み
was
たい
so
な。
short. I mean,
重量級のまでのパワーまではいかないけど。
Here we go, guys. Aqua versus SDJJ. I wonder if that's his team. probably might be JJ's his tag. Yeah, JJ is his tag. So busting out the Peach, a very strong character.
He's rocking that Saints Gaming jersey. This is actually a Michigan versus Canada matchup. But literally right across the street in Windsor for Saints Gaming. So the Windsor guys and the Michigan guys play quite a bit. It's pretty easy to just cross that border into Detroit from this side of the town.
ウルフさ、空中の機動力高いじゃん。あれのせいでめちゃくちゃごまかせるんですよ。多分ただそれだけだと思う、本当に。あいつはマジでごまかしまくってる。空中の機動力でごまかしまくってるウルフは。
The end lag being changed to a lot of his moves, allowing him to get some sick confirmations. But talking about confirmations here, we have JJ showing us that you give him an inch, he'll give you 61% in no time.
That was taking 61, 104%. This all started when Aqua was trying to ledge trap.
ウルフの弱体化をするんだったら、スマッシュ全種弱体化じゃないですか。僕はそう思いますけど。弱体化するな。
Yeah, you have to be careful. This is a character who's able to use moves at a height where usually a lot of characters, when they go for like ground level aerials, basically they'll have that 0.85 multiplier, right? Peach could go for that low float and have the move at 0.1, like the original damage output, which means that the knockback optimal, damage output optimal too. Peach looking quite potent.
横ビリをガードした後、ガードした側がちゃんと有利フレーム。ガードした側が有利フレームついてるから、さっきみたいにクエルの暴れを通しちゃう。
Oh yeah, right now JJ sitting at 3 stops. We have Aqua who does have the waft on deck. We had a minute and 50 seconds already off the clock, but right now if he's able to actually, it would be better for him to get rid of the stocks, save the waft, go for a waft combo, and bring it down to 1 stock.
はい、結論から言うと全然強くないです。
Wario kind of plays a 2 or a 2.5 stock game because you have the ability to just get an up tilt waft or maybe even a landing nair to set up into a waft somehow. And you got to take advantage of that comeback mechanic a little bit, but you don't even have the time because that trade goes the way of JJ and the 3 stock lead.
Yeah, man. JJ looked absolutely comfortable going into that battle right there. I have to say, it's always impressive
わからん殺しではないと思う。単純にプレイヤーの力が違うみたいな、そういう感じがしますね。あと、ワリオってどうしても空中で戦うキャラなんですけれども、空中の判定をぶつけ合うと、空中の判定ないし、空中のリターンのぶつけ合いをすると、絶対ピーチに分があるんですよね。特に空後。だから、これワリオは、ピーチが技を空振ったところを狙って差し返しする必要があるんですが、素直に殴りに行っているので、まあ、それで負けてるなっていうところがありますね。ただ殴り合ってるだけでは、ワリオを勝てない。
JJ went a little bit too high, messed up the flow.
Maybe didn't buffer the short hop exactly how he would have liked. I think that might have been the interaction there, but delaying the recovery as much as possible is JJ.
Yeah, JJ definitely right now just trying to space out with these forward airs, but got scooped for misspacing one of them. Here it is, that side B. You know, wow!
What? Baby!
Oh my goodness, JJ, I have to say, you're quite impressive, but that stock definitely is gone. Man, what a play.
Hey, respect it. He went for the clip.
Yeah, he did.
Going for the clip, always a good clip.
Definitely, I would have flipped that. Here it is right now, just walling out with these forward airs, applying a lot of safe pressure as well. JJ, so fast.
You see the speed of Peach for sure. That cannot be understated. The character was kind of slow on the ground in Smash 4. That was one of her weaknesses. Some of the faster characters just kind of run laps around her, but using that movement, using the flow back and forth can really just make you tricky when you're in someone's face.
Oh yeah, and you know, just and they'll only get stronger, you know. This is only the beginning of these players. I love it though, but the same goes for Wario. Wario has so many great
やっぱウルフとかクラウドがやっぱりこのゲーム増える要素ありまくりのキャラだと思うんですけど、
As mobile as JJ is, as long as you're able to get your opponent to the corner, it can be easier to deal with them.
ピーチとかデイジーはまあ強いんですけど、まあ楽して勝てるキャラではないですからね。
Now Wario forcing the issue
それは間違いないんで。
forward air, and the bite is actually a really scary move, don't forget, in this game, because it'll kill off the sides if you can set up someone in the corner.
やはりね、増えるキャラっていうのはね、楽なキャラばかりなんですよね。楽なキャラが増える。それが対戦ゲーム。
Yes, right here, Aqua. Okay. Getting clipped a little bit by the parasol, looking for those openings.
64スマブラもカービィ多いでしょ。
そう
いうことなんだよ。みんな楽したいんだ。
And that back air is going to clean up JJ, and look at the clock here. 2 minutes 30 seconds gone. That means walk fully charged.
弱いからちょっとどういうこと。言って別に復帰なんてどこの方向も全然弱くないですよこのキャラ。ウェビーの判定と浮遊がある限り復帰は強いですね。
Because of that, Aqua's going to have to play catch up. He does have the walk. Let's see a nair confirmation.
めちゃくちゃ空中ジャンプ低かったのに復帰は強かったですからね。めちゃくちゃ空中ジャンプ低かったですからね。
Yes, he can definitely try to
プ
go
リン
for
の
up there. But that, wow, and it looked like the hitbox went right through. Able to come
プ
back
リン
on
の
stage.
1回目の空中ジャンプよりも低かったですからね。
You gotta use it as a recovery tool, and that's gonna take it away as a KO option, obviously, but okay. Not even gonna matter. You're stuck in the corner, you're getting the peach crown to the face.
Wow, and that was oppressive gameplay right there. Absolutely oppressive gameplay that we saw from JJ. JJ not making it easy to play against him. You saw that delay when Aqua was on his final stock. He was like, all right, I got knocked off.
ケツの裏に当たってた。ケツの裏ってことは前ですよね。ちょっと怪しい話になってきますが、大丈夫ですかその話。スマブラ X の時ね、すごくジャンプ低かったですね。で、そこからスマ4になって、ちょっとジャンプ力が復活して、まあ、多分 SP も同じかなっていうくらいですね。
With that Peach gameplay, we saw some sick combos from him in the beginning. Amazing edge guards, even one leading to him SD. But yeah, like you said, do it for the clip. In any event, it was sick. Overall, just really impressive gameplay. What were some of the takeaways for you after that set?
眠たいな。
Peach is good.
Yeah,
that's my main takeaway. Is, you know, I was always on the my own popular opinion is I still think Pichu is the best character.
ケツだけ成人みたいな。
I think Pichu is ridiculous, but Peach. Maybe I'm sleeping on her just a little bit. She is crazy, but I do think that Pichu just has incredible tools just getting into people's faces, and we've seen Void go for crazy edge guards. He just goes for like up air thunder off stage and kills you at 0. He just goes for the nuttiest stuff. But Peach definitely right up there in the top tier echelons.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Just watching that particular matchup that we had before, it looks like JJ just made sure to wall out Wario, understanding that Wario kind of wants to get things started by throwing himself into you, committing with these nair approaches. And what we saw from JJ was just a lot of forward air, right, in the beginning, to just keep Aqua out. And
アイクは楽して勝てるんじゃなくて、楽して戦えるキャラですね。勝てるかっていうと、ちょっと別の話ですね、アイク。アイクはね、勝つためには、まあ、いろいろ必要ですけど、戦いに持ち込むまではすごく早いですね、アイク。マジで。封印するだけで戦いになるんで。
We've seen there's a local Young Link in the Midwest region, Colonies. He was a Fox player. Now he's playing Young Link. He really loves the new arrows. He really loves the bombs. And that down tilt to up B is his bread and butter kill confirmed combo in the situations where you can't go for some crazy, double arrow bomb up B off stage. That character has some style. Speaking of characters that can go for clips.
結局アイクってクエヌにもなんか立ち回りの栄養が全ていってるようなキャラですからね。
Yeah, as a person who follows Zan on Twitter, one of my favorite players to just watch
いかに空 N を振るかみたいな、とにかく空 N を振って、空 N からの空 N からの空 N みたいなのがアイクですね。でそれで勝てるかっていうと、プレイヤーの技量によるかなと。プレイヤーの技量と相手との技量を差によるかなと。そういうところでしょうね。4なんとかっていうのを未だに流行ってるんですね。
ready to stop Calamity Ganon Link. Yeah, that's the champion of. Is he just called the champion? Champion of the Wild? That's, okay. I don't know about the. All right, maybe.
これさ、ソニックのニュートラル B 対策、カシャカシャガードじゃねっていう風に思ったわ。じゃあそれ連発しておけばいいんじゃない。で、ガードになったらガードになったで、まあいいやって感じで。まあ、最悪食らうことになろうともニュートラル B はどうにでもなるんで、どうにでもなるっていうか、そんなにリターンが高いわけでもないんで。
Because of recent changes, certain players have decided to not play Sonic as much. I know, like the up air, like follow-ups aren't as reliable. Like when you connect the up air, sometimes you just get the single hit. But other than that, you know, Sonic a bit more aggressive now, right? Canceled side B.
無限の可能性には無限の可能性で対抗していく。良くも悪くもクエノが軸になる。そうですね。アイクってそういうキャラだから。あ、強い。リクキック。マジで強い。小学生女子が。このゲーム、小学生強いから。小学生強い。
In situations where there certainly would have been a little invulnerability in the hop to help Sonic kind of soft parry some of these projectiles. He's having a tough time getting in right now versus Ross, who's just
今作はよくわかんないですけど、まあ相変わらず、スピンっていう技がインチキ臭いなって思いますね。
One forward tilt is all he needed to take off that stock, which is such a strong.
しかしまあとりあえずスピンをガードでキャンセルするというね、最もインチキな行為がなくなったので、まあまだスマホよりはマシなのかなと思いますね。あとなんかスピンの判定がやたら弱くなったらしくて、スピン見てから技振ると結構潰せたりするみたいですよ。キャンセルできないのも相まって、スピン確認からのなんかこうギプンって振ることで、まあソニックはまあスピン中にジャンプせざるを得ない状況が、まあ、やってくるらしいです。マジこのクエルすごいな。
Really great hitbox on it too, and very low landing lag.
まああとインチキといえば横スマですね。横スマは本当に終わってる技なんですけど、この技マジで終わってる。ただ立ち回りの力は大幅になんか奪われたのかなっていうふうに思いますね。やはりね、横 B のキャンセルはもう本当にひどかった。あれはありえなかった。ただ、なんていうか、さらにガンマチプレイに輪をかけるようなキャラクターになった気がしますね。スマホの頃からガンマチキャラだったのに、今度はスピンすらせずにガンマチするキャラになったような気がしますね、ソニックは。そういう印象があります。あ、上スマかかった。あ、でも横スマで死んだか。リンクがいいんですよ。ソニック。リンクはまあインチキ臭いのはこの空 N ですね。これ判定普通に強くて発生早いのに着地硬直 6M っていうすごい。
Really just trying to corner the Sonic. Look how low the shield is, but spin dash out of the pressure.
とにかくね、ニュートラル B のリターンは安いんでね、本当に安い。一発当たって終わりですからね。その後特に何かなるわけではない。まあちょっと、鬱陶しいなって思うことには変わりないですけど、マジで鬱陶しい。
So, always a scary one, but somehow dodging all of these link attacks at the moment.
Okay, instead going for a boomerang instead of a down
だから、
tilt.
ソニックのニュートラルビーは、まあ、ある程度食らってもいいやっていう風に割り切った方が、
and that bomb actually getting him out of that situation where he could have potentially got grabbed.
リンクキック強すぎるわ、本当に。どうなってるんだ、この蹴りはさ。なぜケンシの、このやる気なさそうな蹴りが強いんだ。
Yep, backwards. I love it. And Ross also right now, you saw him applying all that ground pressure, forcing Sinker to go into the skies, which gave Ross a free up tilt, free up air as well. And now we already have Sinker at high percent trying to go for these down air spikes.
Yeah, they're both going for big reward options right now. These down air spikes would really just clean up the game. On the other side, we saw some smash attacks started up, but just not quite in time for Ross. That would have blown up Sonic off the top. The Link's kill power is insane.
Oh, and there it is, just humming, attacking right into the opponent. Ross trying to come back on stage. Beautiful usage of the double jump. Tries to trump, and now he's in the air.
Not enough to kill Link. He is a heavy contender still in this game. It takes a little bit more than a forward smash with center stage at about 80, but continuing the pressure.
Oh man, that air dodge was so spooky. That could have been a potential up smash. Sturm, bomb out. Trying to see if he can just, nice job right there. Gets the explosion. All right. Again?
Oh, and he could have pulled the trigger on that bomb. Anytime that lands with a fixed knockback, you can always press the down B button if you have the reaction time for it. Yep, not quite there.
Exactly.
立ち回りで剣を使うことはあまりないですね、リンクは。リンクの立ち回りは蹴りです、マジで。蹴りと飛び道具。剣は立ち回りではまず使えないです。
Oh, that was something, but maybe up throw's enough. Yes, it looks like it'll be just the ticket that Ross needs to hold on in Game 1 on Final Destination.
Why am I breathing so heavily right now? It's like I'm playing. Beautiful stuff right there by Ross in the first game. A bit of a nail biter for both of these players.
Yeah, my palms are sweaty.
Yeah, he's weak, man.
I was just watching that.
Oh, jeez, no pasta. But man, that first game was an interesting one. We saw a couple times Ross, like you said, might have given away opportunities to get a free follow-up, but
ソニックの横そまってさ、原作再現なのあれ。原作にああいう腕ぐるぐるしてパンチする攻撃あるの。
In Death by 1,000 cuts eventually. We see the power that Link can. If he was able to pull the trigger on some of those reactable moments, right, with the bomb, I think he had an up smash that he could have caught Sonic landing with. That certainly would have sealed the game about
ジョジョの奇妙な冒険でさ、ズームパンチって技あるじゃないですか、攻撃。腕の関節を外して、遠くまでパンチを届かせるっていう。まさにソニックの横そのズームパンチですからね。腕の関節を外した時の痛みは波紋で和らげるとか言って。
I always think this is a stage that allows people who want breathing room
こいつは別に波紋の要素何一つない。
more of that. And
ソニックの格ゲーが求めた。
I would be
ソニックに格ゲーがある。
happy to have more opportunities to safely pull a bomb and a boomerang on a stage like this, you know?
When I'm counterpicking and when I'm banning in any matchup, I always think, okay, sniper.
Yeah, right? Look at this, man, from Florida. This guy is ridiculous, and he's just getting all these follow-ups. I'm telling you right now, Sturm, I think picking Kalos might have been the play.
I always think when picking these stages, who can cheese better in the matchup on these side platforms? I think Link has some crazy ways to cheese someone on those, because he has like a border that's a huge hitbox and can cover everything. So you can just put a bomb up there and then cover the lower ground if you like. Or boomerang, you see it, boomerang angled up and cover that
移動回避するぐらいだったら、
なん
か技食らって逃げるとか、ニュートラル回避やって強引に着地するかっていうのをやった方がいいですね。移動回避しても、結局、次の技間に合ってむしろ痛かったりするんだよね。化された時に移動回避はしない方がいいです。まあ、気をつけたのかな、移動回避は。
Exactly. Alright, Ross, right now, just so much comfortable. He's so comfortable right now, getting these empty jumps, using so many beautiful mix-ups. Oh my god, Ross.
That was so clean, but not quite enough to KO. Hanging on for dear life.
Oh! He was really feeling it. And he's not stuck. But beautiful stuff again by Ross, man. Just keeping the lead.
Hey, I saw this recently at a weekly in my region where someone went for some crazy KO like that and they ended up killing themselves off the side with an up B and they eventually lost that game. So don't count sinker yet, although he is getting better to even make it to safe ground at this moment in time. But sometimes when you go for that style, you pay the price. Let's see if that's to be here.
All right, I mean, 30% right now on Link can be a little bit difficult here. Try to go for these edge guards, but 142, there's barely any margin for error at this juncture. Bombs out, and it was kind of hard to see it too because of how blue the stage was. Behind the back up tilt, taking that stock, and there it is, Ross with a 2 stock in the second game, 2-0 straight in that set. And good job on Sinker, you can definitely tell that he's a good sport, shaking the hand of Ross. He understands.
64デラックスは前から来てたのに、
winner's side.
なんかスマブラ X になって突然後ろから切り始めたんですよね。
I love watching good Link gameplay because that character you need to be thinking really far ahead.
X 前からだっけ？ちょっと忘れちゃったな。スマホからだったかな。X かスマホのどっちかで突然後ろから剣を振り始めたんですよね、植木を。
Use faster moves.
それがちょっと未だに違和感ありますね。
You have very slow, very deliberate moves. They're all very powerful and will kill. You see the forward tilts and up tilts, ceiling stocks as well as the smash attacks. And the up B really your fastest kill option for Link. But you need to be thinking so far ahead to go for setups like the returning boomerang to hero spin. That was crazy. All the bomb setups off the side, getting just nice little projectile lobs here and there. You get to be in great control of the game.
Honestly, yes. Here's one thing I wanted to ask you. Hero spin, is that what they call it? It's not spin attack?
I think it's both.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, because I didn't know, so I was just like, I was just educated. That's all I was going to say.
No, you are right. It is spin attack.
Oh, okay.
Hero spin is the Mii Swordsman one. That's where I was confused.
There you go.
Yes.
Okay, where you just keep using the Gale, but here we go, guys. The official headset of Frostbite 2019 is the Arctis 3 by SteelSeries. Please, you can get this weekend only. You can get 20% off. Check these guys out with the code ArcSmash20 to get 20% off your purchase of not only the Arctis 3, but also even the Arctis 3 Bluetooth.
If you're playing a snake in bracket, you gotta hear when those C4s are dropped. You gotta hear when he pulls the grenade, because it's just so hard. And SteelSeries, fortunately, providing the solution for everyone in this venue, so thanks to Of course. It wouldn't be a tournament, it wouldn't be a major without Controller Chaos. These guys do so much great work in the scene. Frostbite is getting the ultimate upgrade here. You can see these beautiful controllers on display. You can buy one of those blue ones yourself. Save 10% off with the code Frostbite. And the winners of this tournament are going to be winning those shiny gold ones.
Yes, it's so sick, man. Again, just like you said before, I would love to win those, man. But, we're here behind the mic, and those guys are going to be competing up there. So, of course, best of luck to any of those guys, because I think that would be a nice little thing to just hang up on your shelf, use that controller to play. It's like, no.
Yeah, that controller and oh, yeah. Make me wish I was good at this game. So I could be like, yeah, I want Frostbite. Look how nice this is.
Yeah, look at me, man. That was mine, buddy. But we have another battle here at Frostbite 2019. I think that might be Yeti. I think I'm wrong, though. I see a
人数がいるっていうことはキャラクターも腕前もピンキー。
It's not Yeti. Never mind. I was wrong.
My eyesight's not what it used to be. I actually can't tell who that is on the screen. But all right. I like the shirt.
Yeah, that's a cool shirt right now. We have more players
例えばさ、参加者が1000人ぐらいいるのにキャラクターは3キャラとかだったらそのゲーム相当やばいですよ。
Tweak and Mars already won some rings. Don't forget, Doubles also was awarded those nice Baron rings.
Yes.
If you missed that yesterday, check out the VODs on the Unrivaled Tournament's YouTube page. You can see at the end, Tweak and Mars held the rings up to the camera. They are so clean. And there's one more left to give out here at this tournament.
Alrighty. Well, here we have the guys. We have Nova Pixel versus Melonhead on the stage right here. Rocket the Melonhead actually. As he wears
he put on over the yes, exactly. Right. I see you. Got to make sure that looks nice and crisp in the player cam.
Exactly. I have to say though, man, I'm excited to see Ness right here on the stage. I was telling a lot of people that I just got a chance to play Earthbound this year, and it was such an incredible game. Makes me appreciate the Ness mates even more so.
So that game is very slick. I played that when it was on the Wii U.
Okay.
I made it on the Wii U Virtual Console. That game's nice.
Yeah, I have an SNES Mini. It was gifted by one of my homies. And here right now, Nova Pixel basically doing a really good job against Melonhead. Looking at this matchup, the sword characters versus Ness, I would be very scared, right? But Oh, the drag down. And it looked like NovaPixel was ready to get that down there, but Metalhead was able to recover immediately with that Blazer.
Ness always has trouble with sword characters historically.
今回のね、ネスの空中 PK ファイヤーの後続の少なさには結構びっくりしたんです。まあそれでも、反撃をもらうにはもらうんですが、どうしてこんなに短くなっているのかよくわかんないですね。
Which is a tough move to deal with whenever you're getting ledge trapped by Roy, because sometimes people will recover on stage and then expect a single hitbox, right? But then you're putting out multiple ones, which, you know, if they go for a spot dodge or whatever, they may potentially leave themselves open. But here it is, NovaPixel. Such great interception. Making it difficult for Metalhead to at least get his game plan going. I have yet to see like any near pressure in neutral to really make it difficult for NovaPixel to get his gameplay started. Instead, we look at NovaPixel kind of just intercepting every time, stopping Metalhead from getting anything started. See? There it is again. Now,
地上のダッシュ A は、地上のダッシュって当たり前ダッシュ A は PK ハンドスタンプなんですよ。空前はね、空中 PK ハンドスタンプか、PK 空中ハンドスタンプか、どっちか。どっちだっけファイヤーも3段強いね。ルフレのファイヤーカスみたいなんだけど、サンダーはクソ強いけど、ファイヤーカスなんだけど、回数制限のあるカスなんだけど、なんなんですかね。
Speaking of hits, that back air catching Metalhead at full jump height as he tries to come off the platform to take that first stock. I have to say, man, this is a very, very fast Ness in NovaPixel. He does not slow down at all. You know, a character that you said has stubby little range, and yet, you know, with the right decision making, you can make it difficult for people to get inside, as you saw with NovaPixel's gameplay.
Yeah, the thing about Ness is if you want to slow down a Ness's game,
このネスが勝った後のファンファーレさ、まずは初代じゃん。2の要素ない。
This Ness hasn't really been using PK Fire at all to like kind of camp out near quotes Roy. Which is something you technically could do if you was really finding those good angles to come in with bears, those good angles to come in with neutral airs. But, okay, the Pichu swap on this screen, that is a projectile user that can find like a really good full hop thunder jolt to sneak in and just force Ness
SP ネス投げはクソ弱いよ。クソ強いわ。クソ強いわ。
We were talking about the projectile that he has.
めちゃくちゃ強いですよ。
That is energy-based projectile, right? Which, you know, because of the fact that it's electric, Ness can actually absorb it and get some health back. So, telling Metalhead that he can't be too liberal with the usage of that. And you see that in between NovaPixel's air-to-air attempt with the back air, he makes the side magnet out. So,
yeah, so the side magnet cancels your momentum in this game, which makes it really huge.
掴み抜けハメを食らっているような、軽っ。掴み抜けハメを食らっているようなスマブラ X でも後ろ投げはめっちゃ強かったので、最強の後ろ投げ、そうですね、後ろ投げの中で一番強いのがネスの後ろ投げで、2番目がドクターマリオだったかな。あ、これ敵だからね。満開と後ろ投げをそうだね。デラックスセンスの投げはどうだったんですか。というか、今のネスの投げの基本形を作ったのがデラックスなんですよね。前投げは R 負荷値が高いけど R 影響値は超低い。で、後ろ投げが負荷値激低で影響値激高みたいです。で、なんか上投げはずっと弱くて、下投げはまあコンボ技みたいな。そういうのもすごい。まあ一応デラックスだと、スターフォックス相手に上投げ連が繋がったので、それくらいですね。それは、無理だ。
I'm actually surprised that Nova held the shield that entire way. You saw how low it goes, but alright.
そうそう、ドクターマリオがね、
Just do it, dude.
Just do it.
その PK サンダーをやりすぎ。
Oh, NovaPixel. He just wants to get a photo finish, and poor guy Metalhead gets immediately dispatched to the right side of the blast with that neutral air. Look at him right there, man, just making sure to fix his hair on stage in front of the crowd. Beautiful Ness.
Some Nesses want one thing and one thing only, and that's to kill you with a PK.
関連性はないみたい
The
ですけどね
style points at the end of a pools match. Nova, just moving right along, 2-0.
I'll tell you right now, man, I understand where Nova Pixel is coming from, right?
ネスは下積みの時代すごくなかったです
lead on your
ね
opponent, you will probably want to show out with some, you know,
64スマブラにパッて参戦して、まあその時はなんか集団戦最強キャラみたいな感じの扱いだったんで
I played your Cloud in Smash 4. You're just like all the way over here bear spiking, dude.
Yeah, man, that's
Good times.
That's me, guys. I'm
デラックスでクソザコダメージになって
That's just totally
そ
me.
こ
If
から
I
は
get a lead
かなり
against
長い
my
間
opponent,
不遇の
I'm
時
gonna
代
be
が
like,
続き
all
ま
right,
し
you
た
know what? I have a
なん
stop
なら
lead. I might
64 で
lose
も
it
割
anyway.
と
They're
不
gonna hit
遇
me
な
at some point.
感
Let's
じで
just
した
go off
ね
stage and make them feel
で
bad
スマ
about
ブラ
it.
スペシャルになってようやく
You
よう
press
やく
the
ですよ
one button that gets you bodied,
何年
and
越
you know what?
しの強キャラかと
That's it.
そういう感じですね
Here we go, though.
ネスは
Representing MDBA on stage, and we actually have a player who I
つい
know
に
as
開
well
花したん
from
で
the
す
Midwest, but it looks like I want Sturb to introduce
Yes,
him.
this is going to be, like you said, Seojo versus Blade coming out
Yes.
from Michigan.
I remember Blade had a Sheik. in
ね
Smash 4. What about this game?
Blade was
ずっと
messing
強い
around with Sheik and
常に
Bayo
上位
currently at the end of Smash 4.
Yeah.
In this game, last time I talked to him was
開発者との
in
枕
early
が
January
疑わ
or
れ
late
ます
December,
ね
and he
フォ
was
ックスは
telling me
フォックスとゼロサムは開発者との枕が疑われますねちょっ
from
と
Blade
あ
at
ま
this
りに
current
も
moment in time.
ずっと強いんで
Could be Wolf?
Could be.
I know, of course, that's a big Flavor of the Month character nationally, but also in Michigan.
なお
Wolf has been
Dr.
doing
Mario
very
の
well
せい
in
の
Michigan. Players like
ド
Daybreak
クターマリオはなんかもうワンチャンみたいな感じのキャラですね
in the local region.
Yeah, that's
ドク
just
ター
a
マリオはも
fundamentally sound
ワンチャンっ
character.
つって
So you
掴ん
can't
で
blame anybody
ぐるぐる回
for,
って
you know, for finding a
相
lot
手
of
即死
reasons
させるみたいな
like success with the character. If you
そういうイ
understand
メージしか
Smash
ないですね
and you're, if you just understand Smash and you try out Wolf, everything clicks. It makes perfect sense. And it's almost, you'd be hard pressed to actually find people not find success with the character. The only reason
まあ
that
ピ
somebody
チューはそうです
would
ね
have a tough
な
time
んな
with
ら
the
ピチュー
character
は
because
僕
of
も
the
っと
fact
軽
that
くてい
the
いか
character
な
right
って思ってる
now
ぐらいですね
is so
ピチュ
popular.
ー思い
Some
は
people are already able to develop counterplay at a rapid rate, which is healthy for the scene.
Seal Joe, though, he's been playing Wolf from the jump.
ピチューは重い
Yeah, man.
も
As
っと
soon as
軽く
that March
した方がい
8th,
いよ
whatever day it was, Nintendo Direct that said everyone's here, Seal Joe was like, Wolf, baby, that's my card.
Yep, that's
I'm,
right.
I'm putting it out. That was my baby in Brawl. That's gonna be my baby now. And he has stuck with his guns, although he does have a couple of secondaries. I think he doesn't like to play the Ditto. And
Okay.
he ends up playing other characters in that matchup. My memory doesn't serve me right now, and I'm not sure what characters he was using in said Ditto. Maybe like Palutena.
Okay.
But we'll have to see. I'm actually still not entirely sure what character Blade's going to pick. That was just speculation on my part.
Blade goes for
The Cloud.
Okay.
Huh.
Didn't see that coming.
I like Cloud in this game. I played Cloud for a bit of time in Smash 4, but only for long enough to learn really bad habits that are now rewarded in this game. So I enjoy playing the character because I like forward airing people in Smash 4, even though it's like his worst aerial. Now it's like his second best aerial. And you just forward air someone on shield and cross slash them, and they're at
強いと思うけ
45.
どね
Easy game.
ディディは知らんけどシークは
Game, easy life. Here we have it. Seagull Joe.
普通に10
Yep,
クラスで
already
しょ
looking for that forward air, but it looks like Blade. That's
Sheik
all he
相変わらず
was expecting. Just
すご
to
いキ
get
ャラ
that
ですよ
down tilt, which, you know, down tilt's such a great tool with Cloud. Able to pop the opponent in the area. Low profiles quite well, too. And if I'm not mistaken, the legs with the invulnerability, it works out very well to Cloud's benefit. Beautiful interception, too. You get a lot of damage off of that cross slash, man.
Oh,
なん
yeah,
か
that
ピ
move
チュー
still
さ
hurts like a
完
truck.
全にパワ
It'll
ーキャラ
eventually
の
kill in this game even without limit, which is a
攻
pretty
撃力だも
wacky
んな
change, if you ask me. But
どうなってん
just
のあれ
fading back with these forward airs and back airs, that's going to be the name of the game for Blade. His limit's already charged. It charges faster in this game, but it does disappear after 15 seconds. That is one of the most notable nerfs to Cloud.
And because of that, he's going to have to find a reason to use it early. Oh, and wanted to pop it right
消えて
there,
る
but no limit on that cross
住んでの
slash.
差で消えましたね今
And it's tough, right? Because against a lot of times players will just go for a random blade beam. But
あの
you
横強だけは本当に
has
許
a
さない
shine. And that shine basically tells you I'm going to have to probably keep this limit in my pocket and not burn it too soon.
Air dodge in the corner just to help out with the momentum getting back to the stage here. Oh, and that laser actually intercepted,
ピ
but
チューは
Dom
ね
saved the whole
下
way.
強やばすぎ
However,
るわ
Seagull
下
knows
強
you're
マ
not
ジ
going
で
to sweet spot that ledge.
闇の
Forward
技
tilt
だ
is
よ
a KO.
Yep, and that
本
down
当意味
angle
わかんない
forward tilt is such a beautiful tool
下強はよろしくない
try to
ピチュー
capitalize on one's recovery because of the fact that if you do miss, you're not like lagging as much if you were to go for a down smash, you know? So, not as committal. Here it is, though. Intercepting that double jump, and this is a tough spot. Yeah, Blade tries to see if he can space his recovery to not fall prey to the down smash at the edge, but now he's on his final stock here, and Seagull Joe with all the momentum in the world, trying to get a potential 3 stock at DDA.
すごく人気のないキャラだったんですよ。あまり人気がなさすぎて、ジャンプがある。あまり人気がなさすぎて、キャラとしてのパワーはすごく高かったのに、このキャラが強いっていうのが世間で騒がれるまでにかなり時間がかかりましたからね、スマブラ4の。今回は前からず人気ないですね。DD 本当に人気ないです。めちゃめちゃ人気ない。速くてパワーある。
Facing off against opponents. Beautiful spacing, by the way, right there. When you have the limit, because they're probably going to block way more, which means that it opens up more opportunities for the Cloudmates to use grab. You know,
that's something we haven't really seen Blade use too much in this set. But he's just going to get poked out for an unfortunate fastball. I think he wanted to land on the platform. He missed, and he was just gone.
Wow, very dominant gameplay right there by Seagull Joe against Blade, man. And Blade, I don't think he was necessarily playing bad, but there was definitely one moment I remembered on, if I'm not mistaken, Seagull Joe's first stock when Blade was able to actually try to like force Seagull Joe to land on top of him, and he could have went for like an up smash, but instead he like
まあ当然じゃないですか。ディディの下京狂ってる技だったんで、マジで狂ってたから、あの技は弱体化されて当然ですよ。本当に狂ってたんで。
Keeping Seagull Joe in disadvantage or at least capitalizing more off of Seagull Joe being in a disadvantaged state.
ディディが最上位キャラだった理由があの下京の存在ですからね。
You know what?
マジであの下京狂ってる本当に。尋常じゃなく狂ってたんで。
Maybe he'll do better with Wolf.
当然弱体化してしたで。まあ、なぜかピチューに受け継がれましたが。なぜかピチューに受け継がれてるんですけど、あの下京で。ピチューはね、ディディの下京よりはリーチがないので。
But we definitely know what both characters are, what they have at their disposal. And you could see right now just a lot of spacing. They both have similar game plans and are just trying to see who can at least push the other towards the edge, right? Okay, right now.
まあ、クラウドはね、
なんだろう、
自分をソルジャーファーストと思い込んでいる魔法中毒者だから。
Okay,
getting a good juggle in, trying to turn things around, but that forward tilt just comes out so fast on the right side. It's going to really relieve a lot of pressure for Seagull, who now holds that center Pokeball.
Okay, we have the down throw right there, and I saw Seagull walk forward a little bit, and then he waited just to see if there was going to be a double jump from Blade. Again, because he catches a lot of good back airs time and time again. Pulling back.
That double jump off the ledge is just what Wolf wants to do, right?
Yeah, they
best kill off. You can see it kills from center stage at about 120 or so. That move just hurts like such a truck. And now, Seagull Joe in a great spot.
陰キャに戻った後のクラウド君。
See if he can land some safe pressure with that neutral air. He's catching Blade as Blade attempts to go for forward airs of his own, it seems.
でもなんかさ、アドベントチルドレンだと、割と昔というか、なんかよくわかんないけど、なんて言ったらいいのかな、興味ないねとか言ってる頃のクラウドになぜか戻っているような印象はありましたね。
I feel like Blade is kind of more comfortable here. I'm seeing it. Missing a grab opportunity though right there. Could cost them. That would have been some free damage on the board. Okay.
それしてもさ、FF7 のストーリーってなかなかぶっ飛んでますよね、そう考えると。かなり挑戦的なストーリーですよね。
That's the classic, weapons triangle in air quotes, fighting backward.
I agree. Okay, Blade going for a laser right now, slowing down his pace right here. I like the attempt, but again, Seagull Joe getting the back air. He's just one stock away from getting it.
ガオガエンとクルールの下スマがいなくなる。完全にその場からいなくなるスマッシュですね。
But now Blade trying to respond right back. I like the just fades back and forth. He knows the character. He's not getting fooled by these. And now he finds some time to laser.
And seeing the fact that Seagull Joe is so strong with Wolf, it might be the reason that Blade did not want to pick the Ditto in the first place. In any event, let's see, Blade looking for openings, respecting Seagull Joe, understands the range of Wolf.
Good spot dodge just to avoid the landing catch from Seagull.
Yep. That was all to try to get center stage right there for Blade. But
なんかすっかりソルジャー扱いですからね、クラウドは。
Double jump gone. And now he's stuck in the air, but he was able to at least land in the nick of time on that flat.
ウルフの下強がさ、横強写真機に見えるんだよね。
Not a sure thing in the slightest. I mean, that's a weird interaction. See, I think the lasers just go through each other.
Yeah, just like right past. It's crazy. Oh, landing on stage though. Blade getting the punish. And Seagull Joe with no fear.
このウルフのさ、復帰技の事故で死ぬの本当やめてほしいんだよね。これさ、ね、桜井バーストでしょ。マジで桜井の技なんだよな、このウルフの復帰技で死ぬの。やめてほしい。復帰ついてないって殺すなよ。
To get that KO, a 2-0 victory for Seagull Joe over Blade.
そうですね、ブラスターは相殺しない飛び道具なので、何でも取り付けますね。
And there you have it. He's been playing Wolf for longer than most people in this room, going back many years. So, not surprised at all to see Seagull Joe come out on top. But that was a competitive set, even though it was a 2-0 victory, if you ask me.
Yeah, I think
ウルフそういうとこ鬱陶しいですよね。なんか死に方がまともじゃないというか、はっていう感じで死ぬことがあまりにも多い。
Wolf has way more opportunities at his disposal.
そういうところのなんか、とにかくごまかしてるしょうもないキャラだなっていう印象がどうしても拭えないですね。
In the Ditto, it looks like Seagull Joe was kind of using that to avoid a lot of Blade's approaches as well, right?
It felt like the Cloud is still a work in progress to me for Blade. But like you said, he didn't want to go into the Ditto to start things out. So he's like, I'm going to try this character, see how it goes. Didn't quite go as anticipated. There were some things like he could have charged some limit to help him recover in that 1 second stock situation on the right side.
Yeah.
And that's something
そういえばクラウドといえば今作基準となるキャラクターの体重が100なんですけど、クラウドの体重が100らしいですね。マリオは100じゃないという。ついに基準からも外れてしまったマリオ。
Every team had a single monitor for themselves. 2 monitors are connected to a single switch, and it was just so nice. If you've ever been in a doubles pool and you just see there's this row of chairs and everyone's like, hey, can you scoot to the left? And then you gotta move 10 people over to make some room. This is the solution, and it's provided by Zowie by BenQ.
相手に対処をミスらせて殺すみたいな。マルトウルフってそういう感じですよね。
Sweet monitor.
And of course, the guys at Screenwave
Media
provide Eagle Island, a game that will be coming out in the first quarter of this year.
オールラウンダーって言われてるけど、その時期あったんですか。オールラウンダーっていうのは、まあ、言ってしまえば器用貧乏だからね。
And also check out games.screenwavemedia.com.
平均的な能力を持つっていうのは、対戦ゲームにおいてはあんまりいいことではない。マリオカートとかだったら中量級はとにかく弱いキャラクターですからね。真ん中っていうのはちょっと間違えると真ん中以下真ん中未満になってしまう危うさを含んでますから。
It's always cool to just like, you know, at least when it's like a Metroidvania, you know, it's cool to say to just learn cool abilities.
X の鬱憤を晴らすようになってしまうと。
And Switch is the perfect platform for that kind of stuff. I love just finding like 30 minutes here or there to put into a run, and it's That's my jam. I've been playing Binding of Isaac since like 2010. That game is an addiction.
まあ、なんだろうね。強キャラの中でも、全体的に平均というか、平均的に高いっていうオールラウンダーはありますけどね。こいつ全能力高くて好きないんだけど、やば。オールラウンダーやつ。
have that Kickstarter where you can actually play Smash with your friends.
現実のオールラウンダーは強いですね。
portable Switch.
対戦ゲームのオールラウンダーは
so awesome. And speaking of Panablood, we have Sam here on stage against
オールラウンダーかっこ笑いみたいな。
of Brawl.
大体そういう感じじゃないですか。
If you don't remember his Ike was so immaculate. I remember him.
まあ強いて言うんだったら64のマリオですかね。64のマリオは平均的だったと思います。
I was like, I remember this
3アイクですね。
but
この人はスマブラ X の頃からずーっとアイクを使い続けているプレイヤーですね。僕もこの人の対戦動画は、スマブラ X の時よく見てました。
And moving forward to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, it looks like the same thing. A player who has gotten into the top 8 of Genesis 6 this year, showing out, getting absolutely impressive wins against some of the strongest players, namely in Tweak. And now here he is in the pools, winner side of pools, versus an old school legend in Sand.
And a character who is maybe has the ultimate glow up, and pun definitely intended there. This character has so many crazy buffs added to his kit. The new up air is insane. The neutral air, you can write a book about how many combos you can complete from that move. So far, that's really helping out. After Esam was just running train on him, Sam got a really good combo in up to 86%, but now that confirmed, Esam not going to miss those.
I have to say, man, Esam is absolutely ridiculous for these immediate air-to-air back airs. He understands what Ike wants.
本作マリオは何が強いんだろう。
With the neutral air. So, what does he do? He's just jumping into Ike.
本作のマリオは空中の機動力が高いです。まあスマホの時からなかったけど。
And you've already noticed that he's able to chain it in such a manner that it carries you completely off stage, forcing Ike in a situation where he's going to have to be forced to use either quick draw or the punishable Aether recovery.
The recovery definitely still a sore spot in Ike's kit. Really everything else got buffed a ton. And his quick draw is better than it really has ever been, but it's still a very linear move. And if you have a linear recovery, and you're fighting Esam, the one player in the world like you can guarantee will punish for anything that's just vulnerable in that way.
Oh, absolutely, man. He's created a lot of tech in the previous version of Smash to show people how to get amazing edge guards on opponents. But here is Sam showing us that he can also do the same, getting that neutral beat to KO the opponent with his eruption, and now, again, looking for opportunities to get his combo started. I have to say, with this particular stage of
海外アイクの天空といえば、なんて言ってるのかわかりませんが、いいんだよって言ってる。いいんだよ。マジでなんて言ってるかわかんないんだけど、誰か知ってるインフレのジャックは間に合うのか。羨ましいな。
Probably acutely aware of this, as he said, the Ike expert, but he's got to get on the stage first, and that's Esam's job, is to take away any neutral gameplay from Ike.
ただ今一瞬左に走りませんでしたか？いつの間にこんなに溜まってたんですか
？Right? Because Ike has to space the neutral air. Which is a thing that a lot of Smash fans haven't quite noticed, you know, when it comes to Nair. Since MKLeo is so good at spacing, they will not quite realize that it actually takes a certain measure of skill to get this neutral air pressure going. And now we have a beautiful chase. Even if he drops it, he's already on top of it with regards to just finding ways to make it difficult for you to even get a chance to play after getting out of disadvantage.
Oh, and looking for the spike. I think that Esam was maybe ready to pull the trigger on the thunder or something, but saw that it wouldn't quite connect. But okay, Sand trying to respond in kind, but I think he just missed the ledge slightly there, and that is going to cost him any chance and advantage. And Esam going to capitalize, getting good damage in, hits every which way, and there goes the forward air off the side. Nowhere to run for Ike. He's slow and cumbersome off the stage, and Esam, the exact opposite with his character, makes it happen.
Yes, that was so smart for me, Sam, understanding that he basically put himself in a position where he can completely stop Sand from even thinking of using the quick draw option. He's like, okay, I'm this high off stage. I don't want to recover with the Aether. You know, it might be a little bit difficult to come back on stage as he can be caught near the apex of his recovery when he throws that sword up. So he's going to have to opt for quick draw. And Esam was like, no, I'm not even going to give you the opportunity. So let me intercept you right here, right now. Take this first game and go back to my usual game plan of overshooting my approaches to stop you from getting your hands up. And if he is able, he'll at least parry the neutral air pressure, which you have seen him do. That was so sick. I feel like it's going to get harder for characters that have single hit pressure tools in the long run because people are getting so good at the parry.
Pikachu has a ton of multi-hit pressure tools though, so it's going to be helpful for this character and for Pichu as well in the long run, like you were saying. Dude, he nice catch.
Yeah, it was already there, and beautiful option. Notice that San was right behind him, so he went for the down
Gets the tech chase here with the forward smash. That's going to clean up yet another Ike stock. Isam looking quite unstoppable in this matchup, but he needs to be, because we were talking about the combos Ike can get on Smashville. This is Yoshi's story. One of the lower ceilings in the entire stage was, if Ike can just get in 1 or 2 hits here, he can just blow up this Pikachu.
Right now, I have to say, man, Isam has so many amazing tricks. You saw how off stage he was able to actually cover his recovery on stage using that jolt to have it right up the stage like an assist. Here it is. Wow, try to probably see if he can set up for a combo right there on San, but he managed to block the jolt.
Yeah, these air-to-airs are so fast from Isam. They're stopping the neutral before it even starts with the back air startup. Almost enough to KO the Pikachu, but still quite hanging on to it here at 100%.
And that should make it easier for Isam to recover, as you saw there. Beautiful job. Falling back using the slam to his advantage, so that it's going to be a little bit tougher for San to get his pressure going. 3?
Look at him.
Wow.
That's actually quite horrifying. You're right. This stage is an assist here. It's a Marvel assist for Isam using that wall to really help aid in the recovery. And applying continued pressure onto San, but gonna sneak by. You're too slow to stop that dash attack. 3 stocks to 1, and the taunt comes to play for Isam.
Yeah, man, I totally see where Isam is coming from whenever he keeps mentioning that this character is definitely a top 5 contender. In his opinion, I think he's a top 10, but you know, Isam is here to show us that Pichu, if anything, they should put Pichu and Pikachu in the same bracket. Yeah, we'll see.
If he keeps making results like top 8 at Genesis, he could do it. A serious case.
Yeah, look at these combos, man. He's just so consistent with them. Probably because of the fact that there just aren't as many amazing representatives as he is.
But get out of here. That back air sent Pikachu to the next set.
Yeah. Okay. Quick back air. Nice, Sam still had that double jump save. Barely any opportunities for him to play, though. Isam is just too fast. Pushed him off by having his model right there after the knockdown, too.
That slant, I think, helped San a little bit in that situation as well. And now he's starting to box.
Okay, a little bit. Try to get a spike here. But there it is again. The back air pressure so fast.
Oh, forced to air dodge and now very high in the air. The recovery option incredibly limited, but whoa, the very last poke of the sword saving San's skin.
Back throw. No, he goes for the up throw instead as he was at the right amount of percentage. And he was on a platform, which I forgot to account for. Isam, extremely strong.
まずリドリーでアピールを使ったことがない。そしてメトロイドもやったことがない。
Both of them are 2 stocks? Wow. Yes. Again, that's the role of Pikachu in that matchup, is just to force Ike to not play the game.
Literally. It was that, I have to say, that game plan of him being in close quarters versus San on Smashville, and just like those back airs, when I saw that, I was like, alright, he gets it. Ike, that sword, it's a threat. You don't want him to get his game plan going. So, to just see the way Isam was just using his immaculate speed and just bring data to overwhelm Ike, to not even let him get the chance to play. That was what the doctor ordered, man. What a great play.
いかにもさ、なんか部屋にやってきたサムスをしばき倒すみたいな、そういう感じじゃない。
They say just parry, right? Just know his timing and parry. That's not what Isam did to counteract it. He was proactive. He just came in and he air-to-aired it before the start of even and it just didn't allow that situation to really even present itself and be a serious threat at kill percent. The only way Sam got his kills were, I think, just like raw back airs or a forward air off the side, and he got an eruption at one point as well. That's all there was to it. Like the classic Nair confirms really just didn't exist the way Isam played the matchup.
今作のアピールモーション全然わかんねえわ。
If anything, we saw San was able to maybe get some like throws into his up air confirms, but that was like really early. And then right after that, Isam just started playing. And now, well, congratulations to him. Moving on to the bracket on the winner's side, we have another match on stage featuring a player who's been quite strong this entire weekend, even at the pre-event at Smashfield, streamed by Gucci Gaming, is Myron on stage, representing Florida. Very, very strong Olimar player. After some of the healthy buffs that Olimar has gotten, even though he has gotten some changes, the only like notable nerf being like his down throw, right? Like, so he can't really get follow-ups that are as, you know, guaranteed. Regardless, everything else is amazing. That up smash buff is like, that's a godsend for the Olimar players right there. So, of course, you know, I'm really interested to see what's going to transpire here, as Olimar is going to be one of those characters in the meta where if you do not have any practice against Olimar players, it will show.
Right.
You know, he's not the type of character that has tools that are very similar to other characters in the game. He's quite short, so that means you're going to have to compensate for that by aiming a bit lower, right? Which means that you're kind of you're already going to give away that you're opting for aerial pressure by going in the air and then trying to go for lower aerial pressure to compensate for his height. And because of that, you're more obvious in your approach.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. In your approach to the matchup, in your trajectory, things like that. And it'll make it easier for your opponent to counterattack you as well.
Especially with the anti-airs that Olimar has.
Yeah.
At his disposal, like an up smash, a combo starter, a stock ender, an anti-air. It's really the kitchen sink of all moves, especially when you get a purple online. And if you can get 2 purples going, watch out. Myron definitely a threat to go very far in this bracket today, but Boo Bear looking to stop him early on, game 1 in Town City, rocking the Rob, the robotic operating.
上ピッてあれか、行くぞって言いながら、ブーンってやってるやつでしょ。
Rob is a character that has a lot of great combo moves. Wow. Scooped him right out of there. He had to go for the deep recovery, as a lot of these Olimar mains love to just put the down air out there to test your recovery.
オンラインアピールを禁じる無能。
Just at least get some breathing room with the down tilt, maybe even looking to confirm off of a trip.
まあ何でもいいんじゃない別に。
Wow, Boo Bear.
正直どっちでも
He's getting things started here.
He's boxing real good, but that purple sneaking right by and getting an up smash, turning this set around in the early moments.
Yep, and right now, here it is again. Myron
immediately
off of that up smash. That end lag allows Olimar to get so much. And speaking of a lot, right there, that gyro just giving the opportunity for Boo Bear to put the stocks at even. But again,
海外スマブラ界隈では空語のことをバックエアーと言っておりまして、それを略してベアと言っているんですが、このプレイヤーの名前ベアですね。だからおそらくこのプレイはベアのベアっていうことを一生言われ続けていたと思います。クルーバトルは何時からですか？午前12時からだと書いてありました。
Ladies and gentlemen, you never want to block near Olimar after blocking his up smash. The moment you block that up smash, get out of there, use your 3-frame jump squat to reset in neutral and get some breathing room. Yes, he has projectiles, but you can't stay next to him, because if he throws out another smash attack, your shield is gone.
Okay, using that side B and taking a hit actually killed the purple Pikmin, though, and I think that's pretty important here to help seal out this stock for Boo Bear. He's just trying to fight away the Olimar as much as he can, but as soon as you look, like, you think you're doing good against Olimar, and then a Pikmin's just been on you for 5 minutes, and then you die. But there you go, getting in the side B off the side of the stage.
Yes, that's such a potent option, and that move has gotten some healthy buffs as well. Very, very viable option to edge guard opponents and even like punish normal get-ups on stage. It is Boo Bear. Whoa, and yep, Boo Bear blocked that up. It was a tough situation. Myron knows how to stay in the advantage state while he's applying his pressure on his opponent. You always want to use up smash as the catalyst, and from there, you continue to apply. But Lord Sturm, a word?
Trying to grab out of shield there in that pressure situation really wasn't the move. Remember, that's a little bit slower than it was in Smash 4 now. Shield grabbing was a very popular option for a lot of characters to get your combo started and to help you out of the shield. But in this game, you want to be doing an aerial, and Rob can struggle with that sometimes, doing an aerial out of shield. Because his fastest, I think, is forward air, and it's not
really strong. 弱かった時期ないですから。3DS の時だけ。ピコリが弱かったのは 3DS だけ。
He was thinking many ways around it. He's like, if he grabs here, I got a forward smash cooked right.
しかもそれもキャラ性能っていうよりは、マシンパワーのせいでピクミンがバグってたせいだという。
Like it's like an added 4 frames right there to to his shield grab out of shield, you know, in Ultimate, if I'm not mistaken, Rob's frame data for his grab. 7 frames probably, so that would make it already
そうですね、ロボットよりいるでしょうね。まあ、ロボットはね、わからん殺し結構ありますからね。そうなるのみたいな。いろいろあるし。これもなんかよくわかんない謎仕様がいろいろあったりしますからね。
And then a blue Pikmin was stuck like at the base of his frame, and you need to make sure your hitbox actually hits that particular part of your body when you try to knock a Pikmin off. So using a forwarder to try and knock something off the base of Rob's frame doesn't work, and that's just added up to really good damage.
Boo Bear right now missing an opportunity to get a confirm, but he's still cooking! Wow! He is definitely in the kitchen, getting that first stock on Myron. That was beautiful right there. I love the ledge trapping with the gyros from a lot of these players, namely like, you know, 8-Bit Man, he's one of those players who was famous for that in Smash 4.
A lot of that works very similar to the ledge trap in Smash 4. Good parry on the part of Myron. Usually that Nair is pretty safe on the regular shield, but you get that parry in, get that F smash, clean up pass.
Right now you see Boo Bear using a lot of the gyros to basically clear these lasers. Same thing with to clear the Pikmin, rather. Lasers and gyros. I like the usage of the whistle as well. Pretty good tool to at least allow Olimar to get the pressure off of him so he can land easily. And he can immediately cancel into another option afterwards, too. Okay. He get nice. He reset. He was like, all right, I took some pressure. Not sure if he's listening to us on commentary, but good stuff. Understanding where, you know, he's going to have to disengage, which allows Myron to throw Pikmin again, though. So it's a weird catch-22 there.
Exactly. But this corner pressure has been pretty strong on the part of Boo Bear, and he was even able to fend off a double Pikmin line for a very short amount of time. But Myron getting enough smash with the single Pikmin that remains. This down throw could lead to something. Good catch. Not enough to KO here on the higher ceiling in Town State.
I love how a lot of these players are expecting people to have good mashing, which means that the next level would be not mashing soon enough, so that people would probably whiff the up air option.
That's a classic Yoshi Egley mix-up as someone who plays a lot of Yoshis. Like, when are you going to mash out of it, and when can I hit you with your strongest move? Definitely applies to these grounded situations a lot of the time here. So Boo Bear finds himself behind, going very deep for an edge opportunity. No, whiff on that downer.
Yeah, very good by Myron as he came back on stage. Currently at 151 here, but that gyro toss
相殺して、コマの判定を消せばキャッチできるようになる。
That snipe was really important because the double purple line was back, and that's exactly where Myron wants to be. The best way to combat that top is just to throw many purple at it. They can take a beating versus that top, and you don't mind it because they'll just keep going. You need to get that line set up.
Trying to see if you can get rid of these Pikmin, but the pluck is just so quick right now in this version of the game in comparison to Smash 4. So even though he's throwing out Pikmin and they're getting KO'd, he's able to pull one immediately and act.
And these parries are perfect here from Myron. Great counter hits versus the aerial approaches from Boo Bear. Okay, jump out. You don't want to get towards Smash before.
Yep, right now you can see Boo Bear. He just wants to get his feet on the ground, get his game plan started. Finally trying to use the side B and understanding that it has reflective properties. He can't grab the edge again or he'll get hit. Okay.
Going high. All right, you had enough gas in the tank.
Not bad. It manages to get in there, but that's an up smash. Beautiful option by Myron, and it was so smart understanding that if Boo Bear were to block that, he's pretty much still in a decent situation where he might apply more pressure. So, great job to Myron taking that win. And I have to say, man, those healthy changes right there to Olimar, they're paying out in dividends.
Yeah, you see just how versatile the character is. He has like really good early game combos. He has really good mid game combos. He doesn't really have, a kill confirm, but you can just be so persistent with things like up smash, things like forward smash. And eventually there is, of course, a kill throw in the back pocket in those very panic moments.
Yeah, man, that up throw is so potent with Olimar. You have to be careful. But man, good battles so far here at Frostbite 2019. We got to see some players that we knew about, players from back then that we didn't get to see in a while. So I have to say I'm really excited to see that. Right now, the meta continues to change. The players who have been cooking in the lab have been serving up some hot smash for us. Esam with these beautiful displays of Pikachu. You don't get to see amazing Pikachus every day. And now we get to see another person who is well known for being the best Zero Suit Samus in Smash 4. Now an expert at Palutena and many other characters as Smash Ultimate, they changed a lot of characters, forcing people to have to switch up their mains. You know, I still think that Nairo does have an amazing Zero Suit Samus, but he has found recent success in his Palutena and Lucina.
And he's going to be going up against Nebula, another Michigan local
known
for his Pac-Man for a very long time in Smash 4. He has gotten pretty decent results, especially at the end of the game with that character. But I've also seen him dabbling with some Pokemon Trainer. We might see that character come out to play here versus Nairo. But honestly, if I'm sitting across the stage from Nairo, I'm just going to pick the character I have the most hours with. And I do think that's going to be Pac-Man, which could be an interesting battle. That character is kind of spooky in this game, too.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Shinji has been terrorizing New York City with his Pac-Man recently. Even T in Japan himself, right? There have been some Pac-Man specialists that have not been making it easy for people who live in the same region as them. And because of this, I'm going to be interested in seeing how Nairo is going to approach this matchup. If he goes Palutena, I think it's a good choice, as Palutena has amazing tools to deal with zoners. She has the auto reticle, she has the explosive flame, and she has a reflector of her own. Back in Smash 4, one of my buddies, PB&J of Smash Studios, when we first got our hands on the 3DS version of the game, we played so much Palutena versus Pac-Man, and when I played that matchup, I just sat on the other side. I was like, dude, I know you have like a lot of amazing projectiles, but I mean, you know, I had a reflector that stood out for quite a bit. In this game, it's a little bit different. You have to be on point when you go for Palutena's reflect. And because of that, I don't think I'm going to see Nairo necessarily rely on that too much. But more so, knowing his playstyle, he might be aggressive, leading in with a Nair. And then if the opportunity presents itself, maybe he will go for the auto reticle. And just as I said it, the aggressive playstyle of Nairo and looking for those opportunities when the time calls for it, you will see the auto reticle.
Palutena is interesting in this game because not only has her aggressive play gotten buffed a bit, but her passive play's gotten buffed a bit too. You see explosive flame and you see auto reticle. They are definitely much stronger than they were in Smash 4. So you could maybe go for the projectile versus projectile game versus Pac-Man if you want to. But that allows Nairo to control the tempo.
Yeah, and right there, it looks like Nebula did not DI away from that down throw. A lot of times when you're playing against Palutena and you're at higher percents, you want to make her work harder for that KO by forcing her to go for the back air. But here it is. Nebula immediately just getting caught by that immediate 5-frame starter on that neutral air, allowing Palutena to just chain you to close to like 40%. It's a very tough situation to deal with. Nice, using a win box of the forward smash, but Nebula did have to be on deck.
Yeah, a lot of recovery options for Pac-Man, so you're not necessarily in a too bad a spot when it happens. But if you get caught on the double jump, Nairo moving and grooving right now.
Yeah, and honestly, I like Nairo's playstyle of Palutena because a lot of times where other Palutenas falter, they're too reliant on her zoning tools, which makes it easy for you to just rush her down and put her in disadvantage immediately when she doesn't have the best frame data. So good on Nairo to just apply that pressure where he can to put the opponent in the corner so that it can be way difficult for them to find their way out. And here it is, Nairo already showing that he's getting even better at Palutena using those edge cancels of the teleport.
That's the coolest part of Palutena's gameplay, I think, is going for teleport edge cancels. That's always impressed me in Smash 4. With Mewtwo particularly, he was the most popular teleport cancel character. But I like that turnaround backer just to present the invulnerable option and nowhere to run on the neutral getup. That is the cleanest 3-stock you'll see in this block so far.
Yep, absolutely beautiful 3-stock from Nairo. But I have to say, I'm incredibly impressed by Nebula, realizing that, yes, Nairo went for the down throw. Let me fully DI away this time so that he doesn't get that free follow-up. You saw that. Nairo tried to attempt to get a back air follow-up, but right there, Nebula was way too far away. Nairo probably expecting the DI in again, as Nairo goes for quick down throws, which can catch people off guard if they want to mash, because out of a grab situation. If you try to mash expecting pummels, then you will potentially put yourself in a bad situation where if your opponent throws, you're already messing up your DI. But now we have a character switch from Nebula.
It is going to be that Pokemon trainer. I am very curious to see what Nebula might have cooked up here with this character. Someone who has had a high stock, I think, in the opening salvos of Smash Ultimate. A lot of people were really confident that Pokemon Trainer was going to be solid, but people have lost faith in the trio recently. I think it's because I think Squirtle's still a little bit underexplored in the meta. Ivysaur is, of course, insane. Everyone knows how crazy that character is. And Charizard, while not as strong as the other two characters, definitely has his uses.
Yeah, honestly, I when Pokemon Trainer got announced, I wanted to just only play Ivysaur, and then when I realized that I'm probably going to have to learn all these other characters because of, you know, if I were to get KO'd while using Ivysaur, it's going to switch to another character, right? So I just said, all right, I'm not going to take that path. In any event, of course, it's still early, and we're going to have more people try to figure out ways to move these characters up the ranks. I mean, Leffen has done a really good job of just showing how amazing the character can be at Genesis 6.
And using that withdraw to just extend the combo, there is invulnerability on that move, which is useful as kind of like soft certain options if you know exactly what an opponent is going for. And you can mix up out of it, which makes it relatively safe here on Squirtle. Helps his rush down game quite a bit, but Nairo does not look slowed down in the slightest by said rush down. And whoa! The softest gimp!
Yeah, just literally trading right there with the recovery option, making it tough for a Nebula to come back on stage. And it looks like it might be too little too late as Nairo, wow, double up air to the neutral air. And to be honest, that was smart because up air did get a startup nerf. So he just, oh my gosh.
All right.
What a madman. Beautiful job though, Nebula not falling for all these amazing parlor tricks we're seeing here from Nairo.
He found the perfect time to beat Charizard, but...
he knows the swap tech right there. The swapium, as they call it. Okay, nice.
But that back air is almost enough to take out Charizard, and lingering as much as possible to stay alive. Very last moments of this game, too. Charizard is the heaviest, of course, of the 3 Pokemon. He'll live a little bit longer, but I think his back air could still be enough. No, instead he goes forward throw a bear, just for a little bit of extra damage.
Exactly. Now, if Nairo were to cross up with the roll again, that'd probably be the loss of a stop. But instead, you see Nebula, he's trying his best. Actually went for the third jab, too, which is unsafe.
So this is actually, okay, I was going to say a Charizard thing, but it doesn't matter. Charizard's out of here. See you later. Nairo moving on with the 2 stock in game 2. If Charizard had gotten a grab, he could have done the back throw bear, which probably just kills at 30 with that rage. So playing around that brilliantly here is Nairo crossing up shields, just using the slowness of Charizard to his own detriment and making sure that was an easy game.
Okay, I wasn't sure right now if Nebula was actually going to ask Nairo for a selfie, but he's just like asking him for tips right after that match. Yeah, man, Nairo's just absolutely strong with Palutena, exerting all that pressure with the character. I think that character works super well against characters who are like taller, right? As you can see right there from Nairo. He Squirtle, since Squirtle isn't necessarily like the best character, it can be like tough for Squirtle to even combat Palutena, since even if Squirtle is really short, right? Because Palutena against short characters, it may not be the easiest thing. You can't really nail that, right? Unless they come in with like unsafe pressure while they're still airborne, and makes it easier. But in any event, Nairo's overall good job. I love the display of Palutena that we saw. Very aggressive. He might end up being the best Palutena in the world at this rate. We'll see. I mean, there are a lot of good representatives. We've seen the Buzz, right? But he also has the Olimar in tow. Same with Nairo, who understands when the going gets rough.
She's a pretty popular character in this game, and Nairo is one of the many reasons why, guys. But thanks for tuning in once more to Frostbite here at MVG League. We've enjoyed having you tonight. Don't forget, Gaming Generations, pairing up with Frostbite, you can win this bundle by following Gaming Gen and come to Frostbite and use the hashtags for your chance to win. It'll be picked on March 1st.
Ooh. Look at that, man. Again, make sure to follow Gaming Gen and come to Frostbite, because I think it's a pretty dope, definitely a dope gift to get. Make sure to check them out at gaminggenerations.com as well.
Those adapters are really hard to find right now. If you didn't buy one early in the lifespan of the game, they just kind of disappeared off store shelves. So make sure, if you're still missing one, if you're on that Mayflash, which Mayflash is fine, but you want the official one. I know you do.
Yeah, I know some people who have controllers where the Mayflash may not necessarily work with it, and it's definitely interesting. In any event, also, guys, shout out to the guys at Andromeda Consultants for making sure to provide us with a new venue, going into this particular event. Well, we actually had a venue prior, and we lost it, and because of that, Frostbite 2019 was in dire straits, and Andromeda Consultants came to the rescue to make sure to help them out. So please check these guys out. They're at AndromedaConsultants.com. They actually partner with some pretty well-known brands in the Smash space. We have the Big House, we have Canada Cup, which is pretty well known in FGC. Same thing with SCR, so Southern California Regionals. And then going back to Smash, Shine 2018, Frostbite. The company that I worked for still work with for 3 years, about to be 4 soon, is Twitch, and Panda Global, an amazing company that has gone above and beyond for a lot of people in the scene. So, yeah, thank you so much, guys, for hanging out with us at Frostbite 2019. And before we get into the next set, Sturm has an announcement for you guys.
Well, we're going to be taking a short break to come back, and we'll be joined with some new commentators, because I actually have a pool to play right now. So I am going to go 0-2 really quickly, and you'll hear about it all about it at my 4 p.m. block, where I'm sure I'll have some kind of excuse for what happened. I promise. So, guys, it's been a good time. I enjoy commentating you every single time, D1.
Thank you so much, man. It was super sick. Really smooth experience, too.
Yeah, I had a good time. You can follow me down below at Lord7473. This man's at XD1X.
Yes, I'm an edgelord, apparently. And also feel free to follow me on my Twitch as well. I stream quite a bit. I have a crap ton of games, classic ones that a lot of people like. So, yeah, feel free to tune in whenever I go live to join me on the adventure of cleaning out my backlog.
Ooh, that's always such a task.
Yeah.
Mine is huge.
Yeah, man.
It's rough out here, but there's so many great games to play. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in, and we'll be right back.
待機もしかして待機かいマジ寝ちまうよん
More games, more features, more fun. Nintendo Switch Online. With a Nintendo Switch Online membership, you'll get online play, a growing catalog of classic NES titles with newly added online play, and cloud backup for your game-saved data. Also, you can enhance your experience through the smartphone and get access to special offers. The service is available now. Think about which plan is right for you. If your family has 2 or more accounts, you can save some money with the family membership. More games, more features, more fun. Nintendo Switch Online.
普通に試合してる
Off from the rest of the world, these castaways made this island their own, living amongst a collection of wildlife that's strange, rare, and utterly unique. They named their home Yulu, or as we know it today, Eagle Island.
Save kill throws.
Right. So they, like, you know they're gonna kill.
Yeah.
Alright.
It depends. If it's like a back throw or something, you might want to use it just for stage control, but definitely up throws you save it for killing.
Yeah, I mean, you can kind of tell that that's probably what he's looking for at this point in time with all these pummels that he's doing, not leading into actual throws. He's just getting damage, or maybe allies just matching that fast that he's not actually aware.
Now, where does Ross go for game 2? Because as much as I like Ross,
yeah, this ain't it, bro.
Oh, yeah, it's like if you DI back during the up B, they'll fall out of it. You have to hold forward, but if you do that, Link can't really change his drift after the last of up B comes out, so he's just gonna die.
Yeah, so he had to drift back to the stage that way he can actually grab the ledge. Otherwise, yeah, he would have got the KO and just, well, I'm gone.
Yep. Try and air, catch the tech. Up tilt. Yep, back air, up tilt, little combo. Nice boomerang. Boomerang to arrow.
Like Ross starting to get a little damage here, but should be able to make it. Yeah, is it too late? That's all. That's the real question right now. I mean, honestly, he's kind of getting ran over this entire time, getting caught with some of these more unorthodox grenade tricks that Ally has been pulling out.
Ally uses lingering back air because it's so good. Hitbox is actually bigger than the animation. Like if you go into the frame by frame and look at back air's hitboxes, it will hit people when it doesn't look like it will hit.
He definitely dropped that long drop kick on him, man. We used to call it the sleeping bag. Good times.
One thing I like about Ally is he doesn't overextend when he has a lead. He has a lead and he plays it safe, fracks up the damage, and just plays optimally. You know, he doesn't change his play style that much. Yeah. And it's very smart.
Yeah, I don't know what Ross needs to do outside of he's got to pay a little more attention to these grenades, man. He's getting caught with a lot of these, or just kind of like throwing his hitboxes at the grenades and exploding them up.
He needs to just throw them back. When you're fighting someone who's throwing grenades quickly as Snake, you can react to the fact that they're just tossing grenades instead of cooking them. You throw it back to them. I also don't think pulling the bombs helping out much. I think more boomerangs, honestly. Like, do a full-up boomerang, go over the grenade throw, pressure Snake. Because if he throws a grenade quickly, he can throw a boomerang and then jump with like a safe forward air.
Yeah.
Or safe nair. But I like these Young Link switch. I actually think this matchup... I mean, we saw it before this matchup, but like it was also a skill mismatch. Ross is very good.
I mean, I feel like that was a lot more of a skill-based thing where he was kind of just overwhelmed by the skill. But Ross, I'm not to say that Ross is like, he can't do this, but he's not really showing that he knows much about how to play against Ally either. So
when you fight Ally, it's such a different type of thing. All top players have like that hidden boss, like follow smash built in. Like when you fight Ally, you're fighting the hidden boss of his punish game is immaculate and his grenade spacing is immaculate.
Yeah.
So I think that's what's happening. But Ross is putting
Ross
work.
looking mad good right now.
Air dodge. Oh, I missed the punish.
Oh, Trump back. I like that. I like that actually, especially on this stage. You saw him get like a more safer landing because Callum's side platform basically being like above the edge. So
he's not respecting the grenade as you mentioned.
That's unfortunate.
That would have been stuck. That's it.
Okay, Ross.
That was just fast, by the way. I think it's like frame... I want to say it was frame 9. No, I'm not going to make that claim. I know I'm going to be wrong. Yeah, I know it's fast. It's frame fast.
Don't do it. It's fast. It's fast. He's learning already, man. Like, that's my biggest tip for commentators. Like, if you're not 150% sure, just don't speak in absolutes. Hey, that move is quick. Yeah. All right. So here we are.
Frame fast. That's my language. Yeah. But no, he's about to lap Ally. And Cal is such a good pick because there's no mid-stage platform. The arrows are so good because the stage is so long. And Ross kind of got destroyed the ledge. Having the platforms to jump out the ledge too is so useful.
He's doing way better in this match. I mean, I guess it's just the sheer speed and that he's allowed to play at is actually allowing him to play a lot better. But kick that.
Yep.
Still
Nice.
Too smart.
Oh, there we go. Yep. But I think if he died up tilt behind Ally, he would have lived. Up tilt's interesting because you have to DI behind Snake.
Okay.
That I can say in absolutes.
これダメでしょマジで。
Arrow confirmed.
Yep, that was
ダメだ
actually.
よ。
A true combo. Yeah.
I'm not sure if that was true there, but Ally wasn't ready for it.
Well, I know you can get some definite arrow into things like when you get the like short hop and then the full hop arrow, but yeah, I mean, I guess we have to go into the combo counter for that. Regardless, still worked. Got him to KO.
Yep. Up tilt, back up tilt's pretty safe on block actually, as you saw there. Pretty much all of Young Link stuff is pretty safe on block. Ooh, yep. Shooting arrows, and the thing was with that platform, almost no net. He's using the platform to like trap Ally's landing as well.
なんでサイファーあんまついてんの
I think he wanted to double B reverse right there, but it's all good. He still gets that away from that. Ally not really getting a punish for that.
Yep. You notice also he shoots the boomerang behind him so he can move forward with the boomerang coming at Ally and stopping the certain approach.
Right.
If shoot boomerang, force the block.
スネーク使いが
Block.
キャンセル言い
Nair
訳
is
しないか
very
らね
fast, very safe on block as well. That's what you see him doing. It's very fast, very safe. This is also the downer isn't safe, but if you're not ready to punish it, it's hard, especially when you don't have like a good frontal punish option.
Yeah, I mean you can definitely punish it between the hits too of the first and second one, but he's way too late for that.
Yeah, I think he messed up that. Oh well.
Yeah, I think he might have air dodged.
That's it.
あーすごい。あーすごい。
Yep. Ally's not DIing the downers away, but I don't think it would
強すぎ
matter.
悪
That
すぎ
downer,
るよ。
that downer is a mid-air nuke.
よくな
Like,
いよ
you。thought Peach's forward air is powerful, but that forward skips the side. No, downer kills you up the top. It doesn't matter where you are, you're dying.
I kind of miss when it spikes, but like at the same time, like it kills so well now that I think that like I would be upset if the spike was back in the game and I accidentally got the spike when I would have killed. So yeah, I'm cool with it now. Ally
has the my controls are wrong, John.
Uh-oh.
あ、こっちもやってる。
How does he not notice that for the entire
何この
game?
組み合わせ。
Well, you're saucing.
How do you? This is why you button check, guys.
Yeah,
this is
why
why
they opted not button check. So yeah.
as much as I was complaining about it, no, this is why you button check. I don't care if a commentator is complaining about my button check for 30 minutes.
6
This is
のスナ
why
ッ
I
プラ
do
ーたちが愛したキャラやっぱり強かった。
You heard it here first.
Man. Now watch Ally sauce
ヤングリン
Ross.
クはね、もうシステムと付き合わなくていいですから。
Wait, no, now he's shaking his head again. He's triple checking, man.
What's going on, bro?
He's spooked.
Just use the test thing right here, like.
Yeah, right.
物投げてるだけでゲーム
Come
が
on, man.
You know this
We're
stuff.
not gonna judge you.
強い。
All right.
鳥の
So
弓
he
ぐら
checked
い
it
で
again. I think we're good this time.
Yep.
ちょっと
See
ね、
we're heading for our third
五
game.
輪の
Ross
炎の
is,
弓は
Young Link
We're
has
heading,
really
you
quick
got
we're
moves.
heading to
技
either Yoshi's Island, not Yoshi's Island bar. You don't want to give Young Link wall
ま
jump
だ弱体
options.
化するんだったら
We're
もう
heading
ちょっと
either
別の方向に弱体化するべきだと思うんだけど、ダメージ下げるとかじゃない。
Town, or back to Smash 4, or Lilac, or FD, or Kalos. We're heading back to any stage, honestly. There's 9 stages.
You really just gave me like 9.
Yeah. I was like listing stages, like, at this point, just stop.
I was like, yeah, he gave me all the stage right there.
We're heading to Shadow Moses Island.
Basically what he's saying is we're just not going to a stage that has walls. That's what we're trying to avoid right now on Allied's side. So he doesn't give
we want mid-stage platforms, and we don't want walls.
Okay, so he doesn't want to give Young Link the wall jump technology. Although, like, I think if Ross had wall jump tech, that last one, he would have saved that stock and possibly finished it with a 2 stock. But it's all good. I mean, still got the JV.
Actually, you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, see, wait, no. I think DSR is on. Don't let him do it. DSR is on right now. Do not let him go back to Smash for Ross. That's a mistake. Plus, I don't like Young Link on Smashville. I find that because, like always, projectiles that go very straight. Having that platform at the top is really good to negate those projectiles. Because now Ross has to either throw a boomerang upwards or short up the projectile to catch a landing. No, don't do it. Don't do it.
Well, he let it happen. Here we are. DSR or not, man, you can always gentleman back. We'll see if Ross.
I never believe in gentlemaning ever. I'm not a gentleman. All right?
You're a barbarian. Man, that's a real player right there.
このスキルのなさ、この弾速。
To make friends. Okay?
やばいとしか言いようがない。
Oh, if he did actually I won't bother. If he did arrow dash, like they would combo that %. I'm a little bit biased because I used to play a lot of Young Link.
Well, were you trying to main him or?
Yeah, kind of. But I thought he was a little bit better when I first started playing him than how he
使用
is
制
now.
限がなく
Anyway,
て、
that's
距
a
離
little
の
bit
長
off
い
topic.
ルフレのサンダー。
I mean, it's on top of there's a Young Link on the stream.
Yo, catching the landings with these arrows is so good.
Alright.
The thing is, arrow does like 4 damage, but you can just do it like over and over until someone realizes you can't land on top of it.
Jesus,
Down
there. Way out there. Oh, you know, honestly, like even though I feel like Ross is picking some very like unorthodox options, like once they start, I'm like, okay, I could see it.
Yeah, this
like
is
he knew the air dodge was coming in, and he was gonna be able to scoop up. Let me take that down here.
Good downer. If you're trying to catch an ally going to a mid-stage platform, that's one thing to watch out for. Is allies being a little too predictable with going to mid-stage platform, and Ross is covering that so well.
Yes, every time.
Okay, allies like co-percents.
Ooh,
nice up air, catching ally.
Yeah. Okay, ally. This that one issue right here with Young Link that I was talking about. Up air, even though it feels like it should definitely kill, it does not.
Yeah,
like a bit. Like he was well over that platform and still did die at 170. So Ross, look how much damage he's had to add on to now potentially about to lose the stock for
Oh no!
That's the average try, though.
If you roll behind Snake, always DIM because they're gonna do like a forward turtle or an air.
Right.
I mean a dash attack, down smash, whatever.
But it still managed to even it up. I mean, even up on stocks. Unfortunately, that it took him 200% to get that first stock. But if I were him, I would just think that, hey man, look at the spread that I put on this guy.
Yep. And ally getting blocked his own grenade, getting pressured. No more combos out. Oh, what?
Yeah. I don't know how he didn't get the last few hits. But I think he was drifting forward a little too much at first. So Ross back on stage.
That was good by Ally. He dashes forward after blocking the projectile, shields again, and now up close, Ross is in a very weird spot where he has to guess if Ally's got burst him down or not.
Hold up, Ross is looking good right now.
Yep, back here is very safe on block. See cross up to go back to mid-stage step, arrow. Shoots arrow in the wrong direction. I feel like the biggest thing is Ally can't set up grenades. You know, he's running at Ross. He's not even trying to set up grenades anymore. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
If he does that, he gets shot with an arrow, he has to back off.
一発目をちゃんと外変更できてれば、
Okay, look at the shield damage too, man. You gotta get away from that corner.
Nice backer. Yep. Nah, that can't break the cipher.
Yeah, well, yeah, he doesn't. We were talking about that earlier. He can only do it with like down air and up air, if anything. So
you notice how the up B hits backwards, so it covers the Nikita.
What is he doing? You talking about the boomerang?
Nair at the ledge is very good.
All right.
Yeah, Ally's smart. He goes upwards and the air dodges down. It's a tricky air dodge because if you mess it up, you'll die. Oh yeah. Wrong. You see, Ally went really low with the Nikita, so he could like slow it down later. Yeah, Ross as he's falling. Because Young Link's a fast faller.
I was sure he was just going to try to recover early, but I guess not.
The biggest thing is I think Ross is getting caught off guard by Ally's air dodges to ledge from kind of high up. Most people aren't used to that from Snakes. Because most Snakes go low and then air dodge up.
Hey, he's shooting it up right now. Oh, he's trying to get the confirm, honestly.
Yeah.
So,
that's it. Yep.
There's one. Yep, got the first hit up back air to up smash. Great confirm right there for Ross and just Young Links in general.
Yep, Ally was shaking his head a little bit, but he has a good lead, honestly. Like, Ross is still killing like 150, 160, where Ally's killing around 100.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing, is Ross has definitely been getting more hits and doing more damage, just, like, Ally's been getting the optimal stocks.
Yep. And you see, Ally's starting to play a little more patient this specific stock right now. I think he realizes running at Ross is good, but it's starting to get predictable, so now he's mixing it up, letting Ross overextend with projectile. Yo, Ally did that to me on stream and I freaked out.
Okay. Ross 105 to this Ally 29, man.
Yep. This up tilt will kill him, I think.
This up tilt was looking good, but yeah, now, Ally's actually trying to approach here.
Yep, up close, mixing up Ross up, trying to make him guess. weak hit back here. Any weak hit's a nice hit right now. And this is prime kill percents.
Yeah.
Ross has a big lead comeback to make.
Read the where's he going? Okay, went back this time. A good mix up.
Now I'm not sure if Young gets caught by a down throw forward tilt. Some characters do.
I mean, he is.
One more.
Ally
That's
is
it.
Straight up and slowed it down. He slowed it down to a crawl for it. Like Ross just did not know what to do once the pace got slowed down.
At that percent, Ross doesn't want to take grenade damage because he's at such a high percent that grenade damage puts him in a bad spot. These are easy like ledge traps.
Yeah.
And just generally, like, with Ally mixed up, Ross is so used to Ally's aggression that he needs time to think, but he didn't have time to think because then grenade pressure is small stage. That's why I didn't want a small stage with Ally.
That's why I shouldn't went back.
Yeah, no, that's why you're a gentleman. You're never a gentleman.
You're never a gentleman. You lost on that stage already. Like, just believe that's not for you.
If you're playing a competition, you're a barbarian, my man. I need you to be Conan the Barbarian and saying, no, I'm going to win, and I'm not letting you have any advantage.
Yeah, man. So, with that being said, that's going to be our block. We have, DeBuzz got to play at 2. I think I'll be back at 2 with Plup. But we're going to have some more commentators come up for you real quick, and some more great action. I actually really enjoyed this block with you, man. You dropped a lot of knowledge, man. That was nice. So, we'll be right back, guys. Some more Smash action coming for you, Frostbite 2019. Stay tuned.
It's out.
Ever have matches where it's recorded of you losing? Don't focus too much on like, oh, look, I 2-0'd this guy. Try to watch the matches of where you lose so that you can figure out why you lost and try to improve on it. Because watching the matches where you win, like, yeah, that's cool and all, you know, to see what you did to win. But focus on where you lost so that you can see where you lost and try to do better next time. But we have Captain Zach stepping up to the plate with Bayonetta. I know Captain Zach has been having some issues with Bayo, you know. Bayo obviously not as good as the last game. Best character in the last game. This game, I don't know.
Yeah,
you don't know. I actually have no idea where this character is.
Well, from what I've seen with Bayonetta, the knockback on the angle that the moves send their opponents at is very wacky, I would call it really wacky because, like, for example, her up air, sending people to the side rather than up, things like that. I know Captain Zach actually made a post about things that could be improved with Bayonetta without making her ridiculously unbearable, like the last iteration of the Smash game where she was actually unbearable to deal with for a lot of people. But Captain Zach still has a lot of faith in his character, and he loves his character. That's why he played her in the first place. He's always loved her games, and he enjoys the character just the way she is. You see, turning up, I mean, a character that is good, though, is Mega Man.
For certain.
Yeah, absolutely. Even with the Leaf Shield nerf, the character's still fantastic.
Yeah, because you can still use the Leaf Shield a whole lot, and I actually think this will be pretty tough for Captain Zach, because I remember seeing No 3 quite a bit in doubles, towards the end of doubles, so this guy, to be able to place that high in doubles, he has to be good. This will not be an easy win for Captain Zach. But one benefit that players do have as a Bayonetta main is that they actually, a lot of people don't know how to DI in this game compared to the last game.
おそらくこのキャラはもうどれだけ弱くなろうが未来英語応援されることはないでしょうね。
So you might be able to get away with some combos you might not normally be able to get away with against people that do know what Bayo's doing, but there we go!
Captain Zach jumping straight into that blaster.
Ooh, again, no 3. Okay, nice.
どれだけリアリティが上がっても、どれだけキャラクター性能に恵まれないようなことになったとしても、このキャラは好かれないですよね。
Tri-State boys! They're the scariest region because a lot of people don't know like, what the New York players are doing, but they're so good. And that's why they always cause these upsets. Oh my gosh, look at
これあんまり草使ってるとリッチタイムがやばいと思うんですけど、どうなんでしょうかね。リッチタイムいくら弱体化されたとはいえ、草は。キャプテンザック・ベヨネッタというだけで変える。
Oh my goodness, the fair, and that's although the upper isn't at the right for you, you got that fair set upwards instead.
相変わらずベヨネッタはベヨネッタのですね。昇竜拳。ダブル昇竜拳。同じですね。走って出せるようになったのはかなりでかいですね。
It's the downer into back air. That back air being so strong too.
Very strong. Oh my goodness. Okay, starting a combo, not able to get it to continue. Ooh, already using air dodge. Have to take advantage of this.
Oh yeah, he didn't have a jump that was.
私はイギリスから来ました。日本語は話せません。これをストリーミングしてくれてありがとう。あなたは私が あなたが知っている以上に私を助けています。購読しています。何を購読するものがあるでしょうか。ちょっとわかんないですけど、とりあえず。まあ、これは機械翻訳でしょう。エキサイト翻訳とか、そういうやつだと思いますよ。
Alright, 92%. This is actually scarier for Bayonetta than it is for Mega Man. Mega Man has the ability to KO really early at times.
ルール翻訳か。そうか、もうエキサイト翻訳使わないのか。あ、これは知るんじゃないですか。ティンティンティンティン。
I'm just saying that was very impressive from Captain Zack with that awesome Bayonetta combo, taking him off the top. Remember,
チャンネルフォローってこと？
get it a different way, and Captain Zack has figured that out. So, and again, this is really early into Ultimate, so the thing is, a lot of Bayonetta players, they say, like, dude, you could get out of that, totally. That's what they say. You know, like, oh, didn't SDI or I understand, but the thing about this game is it's so early, people don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
So he's not going to be able to figure out how to SDI it, at least during this set, most likely. But good stuff to Captain Zack. Looks like they're going back to Pokemon Stadium 2. Let's see if No 3 can get an early lead.
Yeah, Captain Zack, if there's a will, there's a way.
ベヨネッタ別に弱くないと思いますけどね。バースト画面にキャラいないぞ。前作のベヨネッタは技を、ウェビーを駆使することで自らがバーストラインにはみ出るというところまで上昇していましたからね。今作はどうなんでしょうか。今作も相変わらずバーストラインを自ら飛び越えているでしょうか。あ、チャンネル登録者がさっきのイギリスの方ですね。購読というのはこれのことだったようですね。6もあれですよね、空前が撃墜技になったのがすごいでかいですね。前までやっぱこのファイヤーブレード、空前当てても何も起こらなかった系のフレームソードだっけ。当てても何も起こらない技でしたからね。でも振らざるを得ないこと場面がいっぱいあったりして。今作も秒で頑張っていると本当そうですね。
They have a little bit less length nowadays, so it's a lot harder to get the up tilt and the down tilt to confirm. So Bayonetta has to get really close to try to get the
そういう風に思う人はだいぶ少数派でしょうね。観客はもうなんかベヨネッタってだけで嫌いみたいなところあると思いますね。
No 3 just straight up said, try to witch twist me again. I have a down air for you.
Alright, well, let's see if he's able to recover.
Back
air again, he keeps sneaking in these back airs. Not the percent to KO, but oh my gosh.
The air dodge though to the ledge.
システム的に飛び道具自体が強くなったっていうのと、あとはやはり空前に飛ぶようになったっていう、この2つでしょうね。全体的な性能は、そんなに変わってないのかなと思うけど、どうなんでしょうか。
Alright, this percent is looking like they're both pretty much at KO percent. I'd say more so that Captain Zack's at KO percent.
あれか、空母の反撃が強いですね。
I love the delay for Captain Zack to avoid the forward smash again, but that fair also is so strong in this game, way stronger than Smash 4 Mega Man fair.
That is actually amazing. In this game, you could just run away and F smash back, and that's what No 3 did. I like how he's using the F smash to try to cover the ledge, especially because the F smash can hit you while you're hanging on the ledge. And I love that trick. Everybody does that now in this game. They come down, they do a smash attack. You try to hit him or grab him, still has invincibility, so you cannot hit him, and then it's a trick. He's able to hit you.
And I like the option of using the blaster also when Zack's off stage, because Bayonetta actually doesn't auto snap to ledge. So that's why you saw Captain Zack delay a little bit. Which was on the ledge at the wrong time. He would have still gotten hit.
Yes, true. And here's the struggle part with Bayonetta again. Bayonetta does not have as much reach as she did in the last game, so gonna have to try a little hard to be able to get in and get some
さあ
combos
こういう風
started.
になると今作のベヨネットはなかなか撃墜に困る
That will just keep Captain Zack out.
キャラクターのよう
I
で
feel
す
like
ね
North 3 is actually just doing it at a certain time where
これ WB の時
he's
に
able to
大
catch
体頭
Captain
はみ出
Zack
ちゃって
whenever he jumps onto the stage.
Yes.
気もだいぶ
And
厳
that
し
is
くなっ
like
た
one
そ
of
う
the
ですよ
scariest things I've ever seen. The fact that he just keeps charging that F smash on the ledge.
知らんけど
It looks so simple to dodge, but you can do regular get up
これは死ぬか
attack,
な
try to jump off the ledge. You will get hit by all of those unless you time
生き
it
てる
right.
確かに
Oh
だ
my,
さ
he
す
tried
が
to
に
land with Leaf Shield as it seemed, and Captain Zack just walking away super slowly. Yeah, we could dash dance in this game, but it's all good. We could just walk too.
I love seeing the Bayonetta players walk with Bayo. Very fancy. Let's see. Okay.
Got the parry coming out. Tries to go for the attempt on the down tilt.
Yeah, shield grabbing isn't as good in this game as it was in the last
腐って
one.
4から強かったです
Bayonetta edge guarding. Let's see what she can do.
全然強くなかったですね
I like
草
how
は
patient
も
Nokri is. He'll wait a while. Like there's a
かなり
time where he can
空気で
punish.
したね
She does not punish. She's just like, I'm gonna
まあ
keep
空気
waiting
と
and
ま
see
でや
what
ら
you
ない
can
け
do
ど
after
こ
the
れは
fight.
入らない
That up tilt though, if
まあ
that
強い技ではなかったです
we would
ね
have seen a pretty bad situation, but that situation in general, that down air coming out, catching Captain Zack by the ledge, and sending him to the blast.
This is scary for Captain Zack. This is really early in pools. So this is the type of matches I wanted to see. Some of
不
the
安
top
すぎる
players
っ
like
つって
having
も
to
やっ
play
ぱりね
some people
コ
that
ン
have
ボ
been
キャラが
secretly doing
さ
well in the region
単
coming
発
out
まで
here
強
and
かったらそれはどうなんだよっていう
Let's
ことで
see
もあ
if
ります
Captain
から
Zack will
ね
make
しょう
the
がないで
switch
す
to Peach or Daisy.
ベヨネッタはコンボ
Or
キャラ
will
です
they bail?
白真っていうの
Oh,
大乗やはり
the
コンボ
read.
キャラ
Alright, kids, alright, see you, man.
あれ
Man, you know, if you play the best character in the last game, might as well play the best
別のキャラが出
In
てき
this
ました
game, that's what I'm saying.
This character takes, I think Bayonetta in the last game took a lot of skill at high level. This character takes a lot of skill in general at
Yes.
all levels. Like you cannot just pick up Peach or Peach or Daisy and play like you want to. Uh-oh.
Got the double down air coming in with a jump fair. And I'm glad that Captain Zack has still stayed true to his original main as well in this game because of Peach and Daisy being so great.
Yeah.
Daisy, of course, the only difference really being her hurt boxes and just the way of her animation, her idle animation, of course.
Oh yes, we're looking a little different. And
チョコス
so
も
far
好
doing
きだね
fantastic, 92%. It looks like No3's having trouble approaching right now. 119, and when you're fighting against Daisy, this is definitely kill percent.
Oh,
悲しい空中ジャンプ
want to go for that
リ
fair
ーフシール
saw
ド
right there
マジか
on the attempt, shielding that sticky bomb. Had a dot eyes, but No3 not giving it to Captain Zack. Another winky face, and the RNG that
とりあえずベヨネッタ無理だなって思
is
った
actually
ら
ridiculous.
Yes.
I've seen 2 bombs being taken out in a set.
こういうキャラ使うんじゃないですか
Really?
Yeah, it's
Two?
actually ridiculous.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
The jump back air, trying to flip that up air out there to apply pressure and prevent Captain Zack from floating above No3.
Ooh, that's a scary part. I knew he was going to go for it, and I think Captain Zack saw it too. He saw that No3 likes to go for that charge F smash near the ledge, so I know that Captain Zack was thinking I can just jump over and hit him, and there it goes again. Strong combo.
Oh my-
Strong combo. Oh my god.
And that's all. Stitch face. That all starts from the down tilt too. Usually, whenever I see Sam Sora play, the down tilt into 70% free.
Free, and that was a lot of percent. Both of these characters, both Bayonetta and Peach, are able to do this, and I love the edge guarding
ちょっと
attack
レイジの
that
違い
Captain
正
Zack's going
直
for.
わかんない
Backdoor
です
should not
ね
be able to
何が
KO
違うん
because
だろう
not
っ
too
て
much
いう
rage.
ぐらい
Okay, clean.
Not fair, catching Captain Zack by that platform.
違うっていう
I feel
話
like
は
Peach will work out really well at the
聞いたことがあるけど
especially to avoid these
やってて
combos,
も
but
違いを
again,
感
you
じ
have
ら
to
れな
watch
い
out for shooting like the crash bomb and the F smash just straight forward like that.
全然違いがわからん
Jump over to fair.
And there's that jump from the ledge.
下の
into
ダメー
the
ジバ
shield.
カになんねえな
We saw that the last game as well, and it was actually doing a really good job at keeping me safe whenever it came to No3 coming back.
Okay, No3, I like that, creating some space. Deciding to retreat back, knowing that Peach or Daisy is likely looking for this KO. So you're going to see Captain
と
Zack
りあえ
go
ず
for
立
a
ち
bunch of
立
fairs.
ちポーズが
And now
違
at
う
this
から
percent, you're likely going to see Captain Zack go for those float canceled back airs.
立ってる時のフライ判定は違いますね
Nah, but we're just gonna float into fair. Got a double winky face. Got the double winky face in the pull out.
Alright, I like how Mega Man tried to use it.
あ
Tried
と
to use it
若
kind of like a metal
干
blade.
姿勢の
But
都合で
71% might need at least 30 more
車
percent
が
to
デイ
KO
ジーの方
unless
が
he tries
少
to
し
go for that
短い
metal
とい
blade
う
into
噂です
Shoryuken
が
that he went to in the last game.
まあ本当かどうかは知らない
Over
で
that
す
back air, although
全
catching
然
him
わかんない
with the up air instead.
違うか
Nair
って
into
ぐらい
down tilt into another
そう
attempt
感
at
じ
the
られ
Nair,
ない
but instead gets the grab.
Okay. Alright, throwing the leaf shields, 96%. Needs to get him
結
towards
局
the
は
side of stage
好みなんじゃないですか
Right now, Captain Zack doing a
ピーチの方が
fantastic
身
job
長が
just
高い
spacing,
そう
taking
ですね
stage control, taking out these
そうらしいです
tournaments. Possibly hoping for something strong to come. Was that a stitch?
Yeah, it was a stage,
Wow.
but No3 was doing a really good job at spacing around Captain Zack, using the
サム
pellets
ス
to
とダーク
advantage.
サムスの
It can
ほ
be
ぼ同
quite
じ
annoying, especially when you force your opponent to stay grounded because of it.
Last is looking pretty close right
あ
now.
の
Let's see if No3 is
あ
able
の
to
2
bring it
キャラは
back.
なん
Last
か
stock, game 3. However, 105%. He's going crazy.
Oh my, that was so close because of that platform coming out with the up smash. Instead, helping out Captain Zack and catching No3's landing.
Wow, good stuff from Captain Zack for not falling under the pressure. I like the way he plays, always looking for the KO. Like, oh, you're at 90%, I will go way off the stage, try to get the KO. Oh, you're trying to approach me from above? I'm definitely going for that KO option. Nothing like safe, just going straight for it. And that was a good attempt by him, being able to win that 2-1. Still took a game with the Bayo. So props for that one. And I hope to see more of his Bayo and Daisy the rest of the tournament.
And No3 did a really good job, too, at keeping his cool, jumping from the ledge into Leaf Shield, making sure that if Captain Zack was going to edgeguard him, the Leaf Shield instead hit Captain Zack and prevented him from doing so. Yeah. And especially with Captain Zack's second stock on that last game when he went Daisy, he used the pellets on purpose.
Looked at in that manner as well, too, where he had obviously good setups. He could put on a lot of percent, but then when it came to killing, he obviously really struggled in the long run. But now obviously he's traded a little bit of that for some more damage output, as you see right there, putting some good damage on the board right up above it. We can't sleep on the fact that Greninja does well on stage and off stage and up underneath these platforms.
That was a crazy shadow sneak that he went to. That totally would have killed Pele, so I don't blame him for going for it. You know, he's up a stock, he's up a lot of percent, but that was kind of risky. That, although if he didn't do Gordo, that probably would have hit anything else, because there was no way he was expecting it.
Yeah, definitely not, but right now, my man Pele sitting semi-decent here, and I say that because even though the stocks are evened up, you know, the percent certainly tell a much different story. But at the end of the day, though, he's going to be working with some rage here pretty soon. There it is online. Let's see how well he can throw his weight around.
Oh, not at all. Instead, throwing his body is Greninja at Pele. So Akashic going to be up almost a clean stock. He's going to get a forward smash. Yep, he went for it. He went for the roll read, but Akashic doing the get-up attack, because remember, those are invincible completely on your first ledge grab.
That's right. Now, even despite the deficit here, Pele's still keeping up this aggression. I like that, forcing Akashic from one end of the stage to another with those down tilts, man. People sleep on how good that move can be, and sometimes it can actually, it covers DDD's laggier options.
Yeah.
Okay, stopping the Gordo in his tracks. Beautiful usage right there of the water shuriken. A bit of a fake out right there with Shadow Sneak as well, too.
Or it might have been a beer versus shuriken and you messed up. That is possible, but that dash attack and net of so much percent. Dedede being so heavy, so fast fall that he's going to get comboed so hard, like consistently. Like he's at 78. He just takes that for free still. Akashic trying to end this game with a 2-stock.
That's right, and Pele right now, he just can't quite be the aggressive payment that he might want to be in his matchup. He has to figure out a way to slow this match down and start setting up shot. Force Akashic to come to him on his own terms. Because right now he's taking away one of his strongest tools, if not his strongest tool, and that's that Gordo. That water shuriken is just stuffing it right out in his place.
キャラ性能の世界なのは間違いないですけど、その前にキャラ性能の前にプレイヤーの力をね育てるべきだと思いますね。そういうことをねやらないでキャラを変える人多すぎる。
Akashic pretty well off stage.
That's right. Which is certainly a task within itself where you aren't blessed with the mobility options that Greninja is. Okay, nice stuff, and I like that option right there from Akashic. You know, he came down with that short hop there. Looks like he was trying to turn it into something. Pele said, nah, man, I'm about to turn that into a stock being taken from you.
Oh, a directional air dodge off of the shuriken. Probably got clipped right before he tried to roll on stage. You got to remember, if you are doing, you know, rolls on ledge or anything like that, you have to let go.
ね、あのシーズンなんであんな114ぐらい溜まってるんですかね。あれおかしいよね。何かどうなったらああいうとんでもないダメージが入って即死するんでしょう。よくわかりませんが。
I think, yeah, this is winners finals of the pool, so winner of this will advance into phase 2 pools, which I think is top 196.
Somewhere in that ballpark. You might be a little bit better with math.
I'm
a little bit better with the words. I can't do the numbers like you, Esam.
Yeah.
明らかにダメージ上がりすぎですからね。
And again, we actually did see this matchup. There's a pretty famous set of two Japanese players.
マントの反射倍率 1.5 倍ですから。あんなに上がるわけないんですよね。
Akashic hasn't quite got that, but he's not seeming like he needs it because he's already again up 30%.
Yeah, man.
About 10 seconds in.
Yeah, you know, he's certainly speedrunning my man Pele right now. This is very difficult for him because, you know, one thing that King DD is not used to is being, you know, pressured really well off stage. You know, like you talked about before, he has a lot of jumps. And of course, you know, he does a pretty phenomenal
ゴルドが発射された瞬間にドクターマリオンの横 B をやると跳ね返ったゴルドがデデデに114くらいダメージを与えてデデデが即死するという動画がねツイッターで回ってきたんですよ。
Every option, question mark? Oh, weak down tilt, so it's not going to kill, but again, putting him in a situation. I wonder if Greninja can viably go off stage, or under the stage, excuse me.
That's certainly have to be something I'm waiting to see here.
バグでしょう。
He gets that dash tag like you talked about before. Now, obviously opened up a lot of doors opportunity right there. Ended up missing the mark. I can't say it's going to happen twice. Okay, I'm not talking into the commentator cursed him. Sorry, man.
And then the body splash of the King Dedede going to take the stock, but no rage on Akashic is going to make that combo true that time. So we have an even game 2 stocks. But Pele, I mean, given how last game went, this is an improvement. So hopefully he can continue, you know, for his sake, obviously, and perform well. And that's something interesting. So you saw Greninja's Shuriken hit the Gordo, and ordinarily that would hit it back, but because King Dedede was still in the side B animation, he pretty much hit it a second time and hit it back at Akashic or Greninja. So that's something you have to be careful. You got to time it so that King Dedede's move is actually over.
That's right. Yeah, it's all about situational awareness right now, and I'm pretty sure my man Akashic is very well aware that he was out of a jump, and it was really smart for him to not go for the high recovery there that time, because Pele had that scouted out, and people sleep on how good KDD's dash attack can be at KOing.
Yeah, oh my god, it's so strong. It looks like a doofus kind of move, and then suddenly you get hit and you die at 80, or maybe even earlier than that at the ledge, and you're like, oh, that probably would have killed 60. Yeah,
Okay, gets the forward there right now. He's starting to come into himself a little bit more in this matchup. You know, I think in that last game, obviously, he was a little bit more reserved, played a little bit more confident, collected. I think he wants to try to keep this at close quarters.
And again, there also is the thing of, I do not know if Pele has ever come to a U.S. tournament. I don't know if he's been at a tournament this big, because Europe had the hall, but it wasn't a, you know, an S-tier PGR tournament, so he may have that pressure on, whereas Akashic has been decently well-traveled from the top of Smash 4, so he's not going to have quite those same nerves, potentially, that Pele does. And that Shuriken didn't finish.
Wait a minute.
I've almost never seen that drop like that.
You know he's kicking himself for that. Oh, good stuff. Gets the short hop right.
You can't even kick yourself for that. It wasn't his fault. He did the right thing.
Yeah, you know, he's upset. He's like, probably wish that would have connected there.
Yeah. Oh, but he takes the stock anyway. Didn't get hit since that, so he's like, you know what? You know, I may be frustrated, but it's okay. Let's see if Akashic can get any extra credit, or if Pele will thwart this to make sure that this game 2 can be won by him.
There it is. Okay, I like that. A little bit of pressure up underneath there by Pele. Like that.
攻撃判定が出るまで前に飛び道具の反射判定が出ているので、そのあたりで1フレームごとに反射を繰り返していたら、まあいい話ですね。
I do not disagree with that at all. Interesting inhale attempt. You know, Akashic right now just has the momentum though. Oh, broken by the up tilt by Pele.
Again, not wanting to be up over him too much. Oh, no, he did not.
He was right.
Let's talk about how little that shield is there, Esam. Hold up.
It doesn't matter because now he's off stage and this is recharging for him. And the shadow sneak of Akashic. That move, yo, Akashic popping off. Beating Pele, he did tell me before the set, he does not like the Dedede matchup. It's one of those, like, he knows it's in his favor, but it's one of those he does not like. So Akashic from, I think, Fort Myers or Naples, Florida, advanced winners to phase 2 pools, whereas Pele going to take that long, long journey into losers.
That's right. You know what's crazy, too, is that no lag.
So you try to Z-drop the metal blade there to catch the roll.
Okay, beautiful spot dodge coming out from Scat. And I like those jabs stopping him, and here comes the Bears.
Shoot.
Okay.
Not trying to overextend as well. And trying to go for the forward smash with the lead shield stopping him short.
Ooh, okay, going for that down tilt. And I actually don't see Mega Man's...
快適に遊んでもらう感じで修正されると思う。まあそうでしょうね。
Really safe, but up throw into down B. No, he was ready for that DI. Oh my goodness.
This down air sending him completely off and getting the air dodge, still making it back pretty safe though, and with the back throw, setting a P2 straight into the blast zone.
Alright, still looking for that. I like that crash bomb was also Mega Man, so it's almost like a frame trap. He had to get hit by something. Better get hit by the crash bomb. And there goes that F2.
ランディングフォースか今の。なんでそれで死ななきゃいけない
I thought it was perfect pivoting. I'm like, what? Perfect pivoting's back?
What's this tech?
Goodness. Alright, here we go. Still looking even right now. That was a nice back throw coming out from Scat. Had to get him to like 100%.
快適に遊ぶために一部のキャラ消してる。
Had to take him that high to get the KO. Shocking.
全員参戦を歌ってますからね。
Pichu just absolutely loops you around and he takes so much damage too.
Oh, those jabs.
Stopping him and completely stopping his recovery and making it back to the stage with the down air.
I did not even see that coming. I had a feeling the cat didn't see that either. It looks so simple, like jab, 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 down air. Oh, okay, I'm dead at 50%. But down air himself, what?
Oh my, battle of the down airs. The cat's like, do it again, I dare you.
Just when you think one player's better than the other, they're like, no, I'm just good too, man. Check this out. Alright, well, watch out, need to come back.
Okay. It was a little scary there.
I saw he threw that metal blade down in the ground right in front of him. I'm actually wondering if that would have possibly two-framed it. Did at least some damage or something. Uh-oh. Crash bomb block, so it's not on him.
No, not yet.
Alright, attack of the projectiles right now, even though Pichu only has like, mainly one projectile. I guess down B can kind of count a little bit. But that projectile of Pichu's Jolt works so well because even when you block it, it makes it so Pichu can just run in and hit you.
Yeah, and get a grab on you too.
Oh my gosh!
Completely stopping him from even doing any option and getting the fair, Keitaro.
I would never want to play this guy, dude. Like, I can't, like, it looked like nothing was happening. He just threw the Metal Blade. Oh, okay, whatever. Dead. At 60.
He was stuck in hit stun out of the Metal Blade. He just literally couldn't have done anything out of that because Scott, the moment he saw the Metal Blade connect, he was like, now you're dead. Fair.
Please tell me other people are seeing this. They're watching Mega Man do something like, okay, cool, he did.
Mega Man is good. Oh, you know what? Mega Man's one of those characters that I feel like people are now recognizing he's good, but like Morpheus, the Mega Man player from South Florida, has been saying that Mega Man is like really, I feel like people aren't talking about him enough.
They're not talking about him enough. Okay. Yeah, I could see that. And this is proof of it right here. Seeing a lot of Mega Man plays. But I'm again, those last two stocks, he was at like 50 to 70% gone. I know it's Pichu, but I feel like other characters would have been KO'd by that too. And that's why I went for that. He does these things where it's like, oh, by the way, you're dead. Like, it's not like, oh, here it comes. No. Sneaking those KOs.
Yeah, the way that Scott was playing that last game, you saw how slow pace he was playing at the very beginning. With the up air, I like how he reset neutral, not trying to overextend. But Scott was playing so patient at the very beginning, and you see that he only overextends when he knows he has an opportunity when your opponent is off stage.
Yes, that's true. So now, every time I'm watching him play, if he gets Pichu towards, like, off the stage at any point, I'm like, you know what, Pichu might be done. 40%, it doesn't matter. I'm always looking out for that. But these combos are starting to come out from the cat, and he's giving him quite a bit of a lead. Ooh, okay, no catch on the grab. I noticed the cat going for those grabs a lot, because Pichu can get combos off of grabs and actually get KOs off grabs, too.
Yeah. Falls to the nair instead. Tries to go for the attempt on the back air. And the patience, but these pellets making it a little peeving for Nakat to close in that space. He just stared him down and then back through him.
You saw angry Pichu look too? Well, fantastic by Nakat. 115%. Maybe he's trying to mess up his DI, and that looked like it looked like he might have been trying to mess up his DI earlier by doing a back throw, making him try to DI in, and then now try to get him with that up throw.
Yeah, it kind of looked like Nakat was going to see where Scat was in the DI, maybe to keep that into consideration for the next time he maybe wants to go for a Thunder.
Ooh, again, remember, Scat on the ledge, these fairs.
3 fairs, you see how fast, and so much space it covers as well. Nakat can't recover back to the stage, especially center stage. Pichu has no hitbox on his recovery, but the forward tilt does have a knob knockback.
Yep, but that fair coming out of nowhere. Still in the air. Okay, I'm done. But almost gets that down air. Okay.
Almost the repetition of the last game, but the cat using these platforms to his advantage to get these strings up there.
Ooh,
got the down air almost off to the stage, too.
My goodness. This is not stopping. Okay, good DI coming out from Scat to make sure to not get hit by that. But I like seeing Pichu do that. Just consistent, my goodness, off the top.
Wow.
From the left side.
From the other side of the stage, though.
Okay. Pichu, definitely glass cannon right now. And almost getting that. Actually, definitely would have KO'd if he had gotten that to hit.
Yeah, the Scat with that perfect air dodge into parry leaf shield. I like the attempt because it did a lot of shield pressure, but that could have actually shield poked as well.
That was definitely a bait coming out there. Uh-oh. Okay. 28%, Scat's ready to get that KO. But I like how Nakat did that down air as a bait and then tried to go for the F tilt afterwards. And he's doing that over and over. He's looking to throw out an aerial to make it look like, hey, you can hit me after, but you can't. Comes down lagless and then does an F tilt.
Oh, he directional air dodge on stage, but he's okay. Manages to recover. He had a jump as well.
Oh, goodness.
He tried to go for that fair, gets down air, but avoids Nakat. Nakat covering also so much space in front of him, but that trade helping out Nakat more than anything.
Yeah, it looked like an F tilt, but Nakat needs to get away from the sides of the stage. This guy always looking for that KO, so...
He did not intend to land on the stage, more so on the ledge, but I don't think Scat was ready for that either.
Yeah, not at all. And now, no down air attempt coming out from the cat just yet, because he knows that it most likely won't KO at this early percent, but has to watch out for the fairs and back airs that Scat is likely going to throw out a couple times. Let's get the KO. Here comes one. There it is. Ooh, what?
Yeah, it sometimes, I don't even know. It feels like he can hit from behind too, but the leaf shield actually clipping him by the ledge.
Ooh, goodness, trying to get behind him and do that F smash, but Pichu already ready for that roller behind. 145% on Pichu. Still shocking to see Pichu at so high.
Yeah, but trying to land with a downer perhaps on the stage right in front of Scat, but Scat's not having it. Taking the cat's second stock in that smash back.
Okay, here we go. The combos, 92%. Pretty much KO percent. Is the cat going to go for that F smash? No, down B. But Mega Man, keeping him spaced out, knows he needs to get his percent a little higher, at least a 50, before he can start to put him in some threatening percent to get the KO.
The drift back, pellets into Leaf Shield, just trying to cover his every move here. Nakat playing super patient, holding shield a lot.
I'm wondering if he's thinking he could block the Leaf Shield, then punish afterwards. I know it's a reason why a lot of Mega Mans would like to jump and throw the Leaf Shield to get out of the way, but there's the air dodge, back air, not going to KO. One more. F-tilt, he's looking for it. There it is.
There it is. Dash back into F-tilt. First attempt didn't work, but he was able to dash back, spacing properly to get the forward tilt second time.
I feel like in that game a lot, Nakat was winning neutral a lot more than he was in the last game, and Scat wasn't able to get those early KOs like he did in the previous game, such as that down air, or I think it was jab attack into down air and metal blade into fair.
Yeah.
But now I'm wondering what stage he'll go to. I'm really interested to see what stage like players go to. Like people could watch this. You saw Scat just lost, right?
Yeah.
He's gonna now choose a stage that he feels benefits Mega Man, at least in this matchup. So now if you fight a Mega Man, there might be and let's say Scat wins, you might want to consider banning the stage. You can learn. You guys can learn from watching this stuff. Like what to do against characters.
That's why so many players have been taking their time in choosing stages, just because you have to also eliminate the fact of like what your opponent wants to do, like why they would want to go to certain places. I also just can't believe that this is winners finals of round one
okay.
Bulls.
At least this is winners finals.
Yeah, this is winners finals.
Okay, I thought it was like.
Oh no, this isn't like round 2 or anything.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Still shocking though. You know, previous PGR players in the last game both have the potential to get PGR'd in this new game. And they're playing against each other. Round 1 pools. And there's also, I think, a round 2, right?
Yeah. Round 2 will be later today, I believe.
Okay, and then there's the top 48.
Yes. And then there's a top 32 and a top... Okay, sorry. I'm sorry.
What comes after top 16? Top 12?
I think it's top 8.
もう3時じゃん。
Alright, we got the Mega Man song.
ダメだ
So
よ。
it looks like we're going to
もう半分くらいもう寝てる。試合見るとこじゃなくなってきた。じゃあ、あとちょっと僕限界なんで、配信元でご覧になってください。ここから飛べます。これです、これ。ここ、格ゲーチェッカー。ここから飛べますんでね。はい、この2つです。
And there goes an example of that leaf shield. Decided to jump away, throw the leaf shield, knowing that he'll probably get punished if he doesn't.
お疲れ。おやすみ。
For that jab block, can't get it.
And that's what I feel like he didn't see.